If love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that? It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still till it's all with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what? What is a star? Like another city, the driver's side Florida. Gucci galore, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Marcos, turn that intro down, dude.
Hey, dude.
Nah, it's just not feeling so good today, you know? Just not
Today
feeling
of all days? Is it what is it? The rain? Is the rain?
I don't think it's the rain. I just have this annoying bark cough, you know, it's bothering me. And I was up Tkachuk all night, and
I'm familiar with that song.
you know, there's this new symptom that I seem to be having though that I've never had before, which is this championship ringing in my ear.
Okay.
I got some cat fever. Opening night. Welcome to hell, Boston. You get to relive it this year. Congratulations, everybody. Hello, Leroy.
What's up? When I got some gas this morning.
Oh, you gassed it on up?
Yeah, 289.
How about that?
Discount for the hurricane? What's up with that?
I don't know. I got a couple of hot spots.
So
Where I get that
up.
cheap gas.
That's good.
Yep. So I always know we got to go early though, because there was a lot of when you drive into the gas station, that time of year, during hurricane time, and you drive up to the gas station and you see them yellow or red covers on the
Useless.
yeah,
Like a kangaroo that can't jump.
yep. So you got to go early.
Wait, look at me like that,
That's not a
Marco.
saying.
It's
That's not a
not a
saying.
saying.
That's a saying, dude.
A kangaroo that can't jump. That's
Yeah.
how they travel, dude. They don't walk.
What do you call a kangaroo that can't jump?
Dead.
Useless.
Well, not really.
Yeah.
He still could have, if it's a female, it could have a little baby.
Nah. You ever see those bum ass kangaroos at the zoo that just lay there?
No, I've never seen a kangaroo laying down.
What?
Yeah.
That's all they do at the zoo. There's not a very good kangaroo exhibit at the Miami Zoo, but the Brevard Zoo is a really good kangaroo exhibit. And you get to walk amongst the roos.
Without,
No barriers.
kangaroos seem dangerous, don't they?
They're a little sneaky. They're a
I
little
see.
sneaky.
They got a Australia and Beyond exhibit.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a great Brevard Zoo. Great zoo.
Oh, okay.
Great zoo.
It seems kind of far away, doesn't it?
Melbourne.
Yeah. Well, we went there. My sister-in-law used to live up there, and so we would go. We haven't gone as much. She now lives back down here. But it's when she did live up there, it was a regular visit. We usually catch it a couple times a year.
Oof.
Okay.
Well, don't know how much longer that zoo is gonna be around.
What do you mean, dude?
All right, in the
You don't know?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Tobes, you gonna get more of it than us, right?
You guys act like you're in like another nation. Like I'm 30
We're
miles
away.
north of you.
30 miles is a lot for a hurricane, buddy.
Tobin is fine. This Brevard Zoo. I don't know, dude.
It's listen, I'm wishing it's good to see that it's not like the worst hurricane ever, as they were saying yesterday, because I was pretty sure we were gonna get swallowed up by this thing.
Yeah.
Like there would be
It
no
died
Florida.
down. It
And
died
so
down
it's
a
nice
couple
that
of
it's
miles.
died down a little bit, but it's still for everybody in the Tampa area and over on the West Coast. I'm very nervous for them because there's a lot of that debris still there from Helene. Like that's
Yeah, I made a few calls. Yeah.
checking over there. You got people over there.
Yeah. Made a couple calls, got to check in on them. Like,
Feel like a billionaire has like a bunker.
No, he's you know what he said?
Hmm?
He says, I got a generator. And I replied, if your house get blown away, there's nothing to generate.
Fair point. Doesn't he also have the largest screen of all time?
Yeah.
That's going to be a pain in the ass.
He has the biggest screened-in patio in Florida.
That's the biggest pain in the ass that he's going to have to fix.
I could put my house under it.
You want to talk about when a hurricane happened? I remember my grandfather had the screened-in patio.
When I lived in it was like got to be like 2006, 2007. What hurricane was that? And
Wilma or
it might have been Wilma. And I was in a house that had a screened-in patio that I was renting because that was right before things got bad in 2008. So I wasn't buying no house. And the screened-in patio got blown away. Like you could hear it was banging up against the house, the windows. So we had to tear it all down. And the guy says, "Hey, do you want another screened-in patio? Or you want me to just leave it open?" I said, "I want what I'm renting." Right? So that was the time where people were coming from like Orlando and Tampa and North Florida coming down and building screen-in patios, right? He paid the deposit, the guy disappeared.
Oh no.
Yeah, remember that happened a lot.
What a bastard.
So I love, the thing that I hope everybody's safe, but I hope our government, especially down here in Florida, keeps an eye on the insurance companies and the people rebuilding.
The sneaky people.
Right. Because guess what? Look at how long it took insurance companies to pay people to fix their houses and stuff like that. Right? But guess what? They want that money on the first. So yeah.
So let's get to headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. At Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia models in inventory like the Sportage, the Sorento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Last night, the Florida Panthers unveiled their championship rings. I'm going to throw this up here for our YouTube and Twitch audience, courtesy of the Florida Panthers. But you could get a little looky-loo here at the Florida Panthers championship ring.
I tell you what, of all the rings I've seen, that's to the point and perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks so good.
Shield shape.
Yes. That's awesome. That's probably one of the best. It's gaudy, but not too gaudy. It's put together. Now look at the Florida.
They got the Florida. They got
the name on it. That's a cool ring. That really is.
They got the jersey number. You see Brow there. They got the cup on the other side.
Yeah.
With 2024 and the palm trees.
Yeah.
The Stanley Cup there on the other side with the diamonds. That's a good looking ring.
That's a good looking ring. That's a good looking ring.
Wow.
You know what?
Who else has palm trees, dude?
I would probably say that's one of the best like championship rings I've seen.
You see on the inside there they got the teams they all beat in the series. They slash them off. They got the championship belts inside. Boston. They got Tampa Bay 4-1, Boston 4-2, New York 4-2, Edmonton 4-3. The date of the win, and then I believe the last touch on it was the rat.
Oh, perfect!
They put the
that is.
This is
perfect championship ring.
Perfect.
554 diamonds.
Wow.
The one round ruby. That's the Broward County thing.
Yeah.
Wow. So good. Damn, this is so nice.
That is by far a perfect. The only way it could have been made differently is if the top of the ring was the shape of a rink.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
but I'm not. Listen. I'm telling you, we see them every year, right? We see them for every championship. Everybody shows these big, gaudy rings. That ring is perfect. And we've seen them all, right?
Breaking news here, Leroy.
What's up?
the chat. Shout out to everybody on there. The New York Jets have fired Robert Saleh.
Really?
Fired him.
Who did they hire? Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know.
because wait a minute. From the summer, right? When Saleh threw him under the bus. Right?
Oh, yeah.
We said this isn't going to end well. They're going to keep Aaron Rodgers. And here's who's going to be the interim coach. You don't even have to tell me. Aaron Rodgers coach.
Nat Hackett?
Yeah.
Nat Hackett. How is that possible?
Because
after a game he
let
just
me
had?
tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because the Jets and the fans, they thought we are Super Bowl contenders with Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
So every move that is made until Aaron Rodgers can no longer play football is going to appease Aaron Rodgers. Otherwise, you look like you made the mistake.
But is the identity of that team not the defense? I get you.
They haven't been good.
The man definitely had the audacity to quibble with Mr. Ayahuasca. Okay. Should he have added more drama? Fine. But they can't score.
So, again, it's very easy. It's very easy. And keep in mind, those two's interactions haven't been pleasant.
Frosty.
Even from the outside. But his relationship with Hackett, if you're an owner, you're thinking, if I just make Hackett the big coach, then Aaron Rodgers will be happy. Maybe we can get some more production out of the offense. They're wrong, but that's the thought process.
Last week, Sam Darnold threw for 179 yards, and they rushed for 82. Aaron Rodgers, 3 picks. All right. Well, Jets, dude. Wow. Oof. That's something right there. We'll take a quick break. Lots to get to here. It is an opening night, should mention before we hit the break here. Panthers opening night against the Bruins. You guys can listen to that game tonight on 104.3. The Shark Heat, they start their preseason tonight. Coverage on 560 begins at 5:45. Tip is at 7 against the Hornets. So 104.3 FM, The Shark, if you guys want to listen to Cats opening night. Heat, they are on 560 WQAM. That is your programming lineup for tonight. And the Chiefs beat the Saints last night, 26-13. 5-0. Bastards. Take a break. Back after this.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560.
Didn't we all assume he was going to be the first one?
Yeah, I think so. Him or McCarthy, I would say.
I think it's a little early. I mean, the AFC East is still relatively close.
That's why they figured they change.
Do it now.
They're still in it.
Yeah.
They have announced that defense coordinator Jeff Olbrook is the interim head coach.
Oh.
Yes, Jeff Oldbrook.
Too obvious if you go not hack it.
How could we forget old Jeff Oldbrook?
Well,
Holbrook.
all right. Well, I mean, his defense ain't been doing all that great anyway.
I'm better than the offense has.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here. This is offenses all over the league. There's a lot of offenses struggling this year.
Not as it was early on, though, dude. Like, we're starting to see guys get
turned around, right?
It's getting turned around. Listen, Andrew Van Ginkel, that guy is a master at finding the football, NFTF all the way. And Brian Flores' Minnesota Vikings defense has been fantastic. But yeah, the Jets have been no great shakes. Like, who's their best performance again? The Patriots. We just saw what that crew has for you.
Right.
So I don't know, man. Yeah, it's very clearly Aaron Rodgers and that frosty relationship. Like, we knew it was going to come to a head. There's something about that London trip too. Like that seems to get people fired on the way back. I don't know if it's the bangers and mash. I don't know if it's the 7 hours on the plane. I don't even know how long it takes to get from London to New York, but too long apparently for Woody Johnson to be sitting there stewing.
Right.
It's that fish and chips. It's gross, dude.
It's just fish sticks, fries,
warm beer.
And I know you don't like any seafood, but like that's the least seafood there is seafood.
That's true.
Basically a chicken tender.
Yeah, it's that aftertaste.
What?
It's an aftertaste.
There's an after of cod.
It's just like fish.
What kind of fish? No, that's from being in the water too long. Your tongue.
No, I got big taste buds. What do you want to do? Does this mean Davante Adams is going to the Jets? I'm trying to like refresh because I know.
I don't know. Like, it's possible. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. I know that there was like some Ravens buzz about him because he tweeted out a picture of Edgar Allan Poe over the weekend, and so it was like Davante Adams, Ravens. But
wow, he
was supposed to, I think, have an appearance today on Up and Adams, and that got canceled because apparently things are happening with him. So it's possible. It's possible. I mean, like today's Tuesday, so it's the day off, right, Leroy, for most people. So maybe they get some.
Tuesday's official day off unless you play on Thursday and sometimes even Saturday if you played, an early game.
Supposedly, though, the Raiders are not moving off. Like, you have to take all of Davante Adams' salary, and that's like deterring a lot of people off the trade. They want a second-round pick and for people to pick up the bill. So. And everybody kind of knows that they're in this desperate situation or this very tense situation. Budging. Like, no one's budging on it.
Think about this, though. Okay. You bring a guy in, and one of your selling points is playing with Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Then you get rid of Derek Carr. So how could you not think that this may or may not be a problem in the future?
Also, they threw a 100-yard pick six last week.
He'd still be running.
Not good.
There was more field.
Schmidt that says, surprise old star bleeper Tobes hasn't made whale noises for Davante yet. Waddle for Davante? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Why are they listening? Are they listening to that?
Nah, maybe. I don't know.
I love
Reunite with Christian Wilkins.
Oh yeah, that's what he's looking at.
That's the selling. Well, Christian Wilkins did invent the waddle. That was his. Oh. That was his baby.
Yeah, okay.
He was the one who kept pushing him to do it.
You ain't got to worry about doing that while if you go to the Raiders.
Well, he hasn't worried about it this year either.
Okay, all right.
What?
Wow.
I love Jaylen Waddle. Why do you guys keep making me do this?
You
You guys are rat bastards.
You are. You try to hide behind.
You want to know something?
Love him.
No. You guys are like, so we're having a powwow with our boy whose lady's a real slut. And I'm the one who has to keep dropping the truth bombs. And you guys are like, but we understand if you still love her. I'm like, no, only one person has to say the truth. All right. And I'm not saying that Jaylen Waddle.
Wait. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. You're putting it on Waddle to not have scored a touchdown.
Right.
The whole offense is what 3 touchdowns all year?
I just don't want him having less
But
touchdowns.
why are you pointing one guy out?
I'm not pointing one guy out.
You are.
I've hosed down everybody. I've hosed down everybody.
Wait, you hose down everybody, but Waddle's name always gets mentioned.
No.
Oh,
First of all, no. Don't say always. Don't say always. Don't say always. I brought
no.
I won't let you say.
How about making a tough catch?
I won't let you say always because I first brought it up yesterday, and you would have thought that I said the Pope is a criminal. Like I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had the audacity to ask it. No. I regret it immediately. Sorry.
My question to you is,
Tyreek got the business from me last week.
Wait, how can you put the offensive woes on the third person that's affected by the catch?
I'm not talking about
the protection, the throw, then the catch. And you complain about the catch.
By the way, I'm glad you mentioned protection. I saw those PFF grades for Eichenberg. Woof.
I'm just saying. So okay. Hey, if we had more time to throw. Hey, I can understand all that.
Right.
But you to go to the last.
You know what, dude? I don't like what this show has become, which is you can't even have a conversation anymore, or you're a hater. I just asked a simple question.
Wait a minute.
I just asked a simple question. That's all I did.
No.
That's all I did.
Stop it.
That's all I did.
Stop it, you bum. Because I'm gonna tell you what. For the whole first off season, okay, and all training camp, and the first 2 weeks of the season, all I heard was you're an Aaron Rodgers hater.
Yeah.
And I was spitting facts.
Okay. I mean, you do hate Aaron Rodgers. So.
No, I see. But no, you can't do that.
But
you're gonna sit here and say,
but
you guys are calling me a hater.
But you repeated and doubled down. Okay, respect. But you were just asking. Hold on.
Was I wrong?
Hold on. I'll let you. Okay. But your Aaron Rodgers just started with the question because you always ask, "Can I ask this question? Can I ask this?" Right. And you always say, "Hey, do we just think a 40-year-old off Achilles is going to be like that?" So all I'm asking is, get a tough catch.
Wait, but your question has a different tone. You say,
no,
wait,
tone, dude.
Here you go. This is a question. Has anybody ever seen Waddle make a tough catch? That's so. Do not lump us together. No way. That is not
fair. This is not fair.
Wait,
your analogy was rude too.
That's not. Yes. That's not the same.
You called him a slut, dude.
I didn't call him a slut. I just put a hypothetical woman girlfriend a slut, and you guys are too coward to tell your friend the facts.
No, it's not the same. It's as if he, our hypothetical woman has been great to him. She just hasn't necessarily been making lunch for him. And and you're just like, leave her, dude. I'll get another one.
Right. No. Listen. There's so many times you try to say samesies. This is not.
This is
ridiculous. You're on the island. You are by yourself with your. Come on.
What?
Like you've been ripping Waddle.
I haven't been ripping him. I asked one question one time. If anything, Tyreek got the business from me more last week.
Let me try. Hey, has anybody ever seen Eichenberg make a block?
Never, dude.
Wait, that's what you did. Woo. So wait, look, he played the sounder. So how did that come across?
Factual.
The answer is no.
But no, why you did that with Waddle yesterday? We're like, wow.
I just asked a question. That's all.
No, but
can't have questions anymore.
You ask a question in a
you guys hold on.
A statement or a evaluation of a player.
No, I am just asking the question. You know what Tobe's tough love looks like, all right? I could give Jaylen Waddle the business. Like, trust me, if I wanted to do it, I could. Because I would have been like, Jaylen Waddle going out there, fat pockets, no catches.
What?
Yeah, but you're saying that about a team that only had 15 receptions.
Jaylen Waddle, haven't seen your touchdown dance since before last Christmas.
Do you understand? He's the third part of that reception.
Third schmurd, dude. What are you?
He can't throw it to himself.
Fifth highest paid receiver in the league.
He can't throw it to himself, and he can't give himself time to be thrown it to get open.
Jaylen Waddle, product of Tua Tagovailoa, system receiver. That if I wanted to do it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that.
My friend, you've already done it.
No, I'm just saying that that was just an example. I don't really think that.
Really?
I don't think that Jaylen Waddle's a fat cat bum. I would never say.
Here's the deal. Okay. I love the way people call individuals out.
Right.
Without fully understanding like where they are in the chain of eating. Right? So in order for a receiver to catch the ball, he has to have an accurate pass and the quarterback has to have protection. Also, I could understand if you said, hey, the Dolphins have scored 20, 25, 20,
Understood.
24, 30 points all week, and Waddle has been nowhere to be found.
Right.
I can understand that. That means there's opportunities.
Right.
But when you scored 3 points last week and 15 points this week, I'm going to be hard-pressed to point out a wide receiver.
Yeah, I understand.
You also ran for 180 yards.
Which is why I'm not saying Jaylen Waddle's on an 8-month touchdown fast. That's why I'm not saying that.
You did. You said you did.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Wait. Marcos, here's how the clown works.
Yep.
He's not going to say Jaylen Waddle hasn't had a touchdown in 8 months. He's going to say, I haven't seen the Waddle dance since before Christmas.
Right.
Which is the same damn thing.
If I wanted to be mean and say Jaylen Waddle's a bum, get him off the team already and trade him for Davante Adams, I would say that. But I'm not saying that.
Can I ask you a question, though? You think Davante Adams would fare better with only scoring 15 and 3 points the last 2 weeks?
Size, dude. Red zone target.
It doesn't matter.
Red zone target.
If you don't have time to throw the ball, where the hell? Red zone? How about we get in the red zone? What are you talking about? We got to kick 67-yard field goals because we can't get in the red zone.
Dude, I'm just
sound ridiculous.
I just want to be clear here. He is my third favorite Dolphin. Okay. He's my third favorite Dolphin. All right. Zach Sealer, Calais Campbell, Jaylen Waddle. That's the rankings. I love Jaylen Waddle. Okay.
And let me tell you why. You want me to tell you why they're your favorite?
Why?
Because Calais Campbell talks like a monster.
And he's a cane.
Sealer it on up.
You know it.
Right? And the Waddle dance. It ain't got nothing to do with how they play.
Different strokes, dude. What you like players for your reasons? I like players for my reasons.
Oh my goodness. Like you have taken sport. Like you sound like right now? Tommy. You know what? I like that Waddle dance. That's my favorite player. No wonder he tries to put you in the chokehold all the time.
Yep.
Like he's learning from you.
Never thought about it like that. Kai Finn says, Tobin, no Penguin slander will be tolerated. I wasn't slandering.
What do you call that?
Questions.
That's like me going, hey, Frog Boy, you ever seen Tobin with facial hair?
No, maybe we should trade him for Santa Claus.
That's a point. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. I want to let you guys know Whiskey Stars and Cigars was scheduled for tomorrow night. It has been postponed, obviously, with the weather.
This was more of a threat than the last one.
Give you at least, we're talking maybe tropical storm winds that are going to hit, lots of rain. We're not going to get the brunt of it, but it ain't going to be great. So everybody be safe.
We aren't down here.
Mm-hmm.
You damn near live in the eye, dude.
I just read a report like we're maybe gonna get some tropical storm winds up here.
If you need some help,
people are
give me a call because I'm telling you, you up there, that thing gonna
you act like I'm in Georgia.
No.
Hey man, I know all the way up in Orlando you're gonna have a problem, Tobin. So if you need, you can call us.
This is what I get. This is what I get.
I could just picture me having somebody go down there to get in the chopper. Just like
act like I'm Jim Cantori. I'm standing by like the giant storm sturge.
Let me tell you something. When Jim Cantori hits your beaches, all bets are off.
Schmeathan says Tobin and his Yeehaw Junction brethren are in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeehaw Junction's when you know you're getting close.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it only takes you what, an hour and a half to get to Orlando, to get to Disney?
A couple hours, not long.
Yeah.
Not long. I did try and do that one time where I went to the UFC in Orlando and drove home, and that was really stupid because I was like, this is too late.
Wait. You're talking about like midnight, like 1 in the morning.
I drove after. Yeah, it was Wonder Boy versus Kevin Holland. They were in Orlando, and which, by the way, UFC, like, how are you gonna sit me ringside for an Orlando fight, but you sit me up in the damn Bat Cave in the arena in our hometown? Very, very disrespectful.
That's why they haven't been back to Orlando.
Yeah, I think they
sit you ringside.
I think they were planning on going to Tampa. We'll see how that goes.
I got to tell you, you ever tried to make a daily trip with Disney?
Like go and come back?
Yeah.
Never for Disney.
We've left for Universal. We left early in the morning, spent the day, and left at like 6, 7. But we got there opening. And I got to tell you, I was exhausted.
Really?
Yeah. They do that for like the end of the year grad bash or like
when the high schoolers go up there.
Exactly. But they have a bus driver that goes 3 hours, rests for a little bit and comes back. Walking through the park with your kids and then driving home? No, that's great. That's great.
It was brutal, especially when
I know you didn't use the bathroom.
I have the 2 scariest kids in the world.
Oh, why? They didn't ride no roller coasters?
No, they don't like no rides. Right. Like Fonz.
Why'd you even go?
Fonz would talk trash every time we were on our way. Even we go with cousins. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all talking. Fonz ain't gonna get no ride. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm getting all the rides. I'm doing this and I'm that.
Okay.
And the first ride my cousins went on was the Rip Rockin' Rocket.
Oh yeah.
And there was a rain delay. So we sitting, that grass where they have like the stage right next to it.
Yeah. Yep.
So when they start warming it up again, and it just I'm looking over at Fonz. It ain't happening, boss.
He made a good call, though. He made a good call. That roller coaster needs to be investigated for.
Well, I'm not getting on no roller coaster that it goes outside the park. So when you come into Universal, the Rip Rocket Rocket is screaming around. Nope, I ain't doing that one. Now I will tell you one that I enjoy. The Hulk.
I
love the Hulk. But it was my years ago, it was kind of like one of the first propulsion rides. Right? Instead of like going up in a roller coaster and then going down, right? The first time I rode it said in 5, 4, 3. And when it got to like the end of 3 and you took off, you was like, ah!
Yeah. Fun.
Dude, so
it was fun.
I know I told this story before, but it's hilarious. So
we got a little Kane on Kane crime.
I guess.
What
happened? Who talking about who?
So former Canes tackle Orlando Franklin, played with the Kings 07 to 11, played about 6-7 years in the league. Now, broadcaster, one of those offensive linemen, lost a ton of weight. I believe he's Sedano's broadcast partner now. So he called out, I can't believe he did this. Big mistake. He called out Cam Ward after the victory. Because Cam Ward was on Sports Center right after the win. Now it's 2:30 in the morning.
And he was cussing up a storm?
He cussed up a storm a little bit, like right as they got on mic, because guys were jumping around him. Like, it's not like he went up there, answered the question, and was like dropping, the N-word and
they were
the
like
S-word.
Celebrating.
They jumped toward, like, they gave him the headset. Somebody went crazy, and he's like,
he don't know he's live yet.
He was talking to his teammates.
I don't know if he knew he was live. I don't know if he knew he was live or recording, whatever. But this was what Orlando Franklin said, now broadcasting. This is very strong. They should never allow Cam Ward to speak publicly for the rest of the season. The S word and the N word being dropped on Sports Center, ? WTF, young man. You're trying to get drafted and you're a role model. You have to be better than this. A bad look for my alma mater. And he tags Canes football.
Okay. Now, first of all, I will fight every person who thinks this. Cam Ward is 21, 22?
22, I think.
22. He ain't nobody's role model. If you want to play football like Cam Ward, fine. But it ain't his job to make sure every kid in the world is, the way they are. So stop with that. Stop with that. The other thing is this. It's more ESPN's fault than his.
Of course.
If you stick a mic in somebody's hand after that win, then there's going to be conversations that were not meant for TV. Nobody told him he was live. Usually they say, we're live or we're this. But when they don't, they'll give you the headset and then you go. You're not live as soon as you get the headset.
Right.
So the fact that another player would call the player out and not the organization that threw the mic on him right after the game, after that thrill, that game, and think that you might hear something you shouldn't be hearing. Like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. Now, look, I'm going to tell you like this. I have a rule. And I grew up in the real South, not this BS South down here. I grew up in Louisiana, where the N-word was nothing nice, okay? It was demeaning and demoralizing. It was meant that way, and so that's the way I took it. I don't use it, and nobody's ever heard me use it. You know why? Because I don't want nobody around me feeling comfortable using it. So, I tell other Black men and women, don't be offended if people out there hear you using the word. If you don't want people to use it and you find it offensive, you don't use it.
It's just a very strong call out, too. Never allowed to speak publicly for the rest of the season.
It is. Oh, okay. And like, here's the thing. The only difference between when he played and when Cam played right now is nobody gave a damn what he had to say after a game.
No, I haven't seen many tackles.
But I'm just saying.
Of course.
I'm just saying. So now all of a sudden you're going to act like, oh, I did it all the time. There's a lot of situations where you haven't been in. And you've been in those moments where you're celebrating a victory or something like that. And if somebody had a boom mic, they might hear something they don't want to hear. They might hear you talking trash about another player. Right?
Yeah. And it's, again, like this goes to, all right, fine. I can maybe get this if he was answering the question.
Right. He wasn't even on.
They were just getting the headset on. He was emotional. They just had this crazy ass comeback. And it's 2 a.m, dude. On a station that employs Pat McAfee. I think heavens to Betsy, they'll be all right.
Right. But I just think, listen, if you have a problem with it, right? You could very easily get in contact with Cam Ward.
This is what Duke Johnson said to him.
You can get hold of Cam Ward and say, listen, brother, you got everything going on for you, right? Don't have them catch you in bad spots. Don't have them catch you on the mic saying things that you might have to deal with at a future date. Just be careful. That's it.
That's what Duke Johnson said. Duke Johnson replied to this on Twitter because a lot of Canes are hosing him on Twitter. With love, bro, this isn't it. We as former Canes need to just go down and talk to these kids or call them if we feel like we can help them.
Right. Don't see, because here's the thing. When a person does that, he's standing on his podium like he's always been, that way. See, one of the things that people don't really like, take for example, Deion Sanders. Never curses.
He does not.
You don't have to worry about it. He never did. Even when he played. Been in fistfights. Never cursed. You see what I'm saying? I have friends that way. Keith Byers doesn't swear. For whatever reason. That's cool. But he ain't out there calling everybody out. Now, I don't know enough about, what's his name?
Orlando Franklin.
To know what he was doing when he was in Miami. To know how he was, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also
all of a sudden act like because you have a job that all the things that you did when you were a kid, you should be more understanding about playing at the U and going through and playing in big games and stuff like this.
Especially if you're a broadcaster now, which
right.
He's
not
a broadcaster.
You know for a fact. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is when athletes act like they never played. Like they ain't never been in that situation. Like they don't, I mean, he could have said, I appreciate the excitement. I would tone it down on the language a little bit, or I would give him time before we put him on mic. He could have said that.
That definitely is. Well, that's definitely what it should have been. Like,
right.
They rolled credits, went to Sports Center. Here, they literally handed him the headset.
Right. So then if Cam Ward was aware of the situation and he would have said, no, I'm not going on camera, then what? Then we would have blasted him for that?
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Of course.
Like, don't put people in situations where they can't win and they didn't do anything. And that's the way, like, based on what was just said about him and based on the alternatives, that man just played a hell of a football game and he in a no-win situation. He can't celebrate because, God forbid, he celebrate too much. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I just think you can do certain things to show you're truly concerned about the situation and trying to help somebody out. Or you could do things to stand on your soapbox and make it sound like I would have never.
Yeah. I mean, and definitely ways that you could say,
sure,
never talk to the media. He shouldn't be allowed to talk to the media and bad look for my alma mater. Let me just say, no, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't. What a bad look for your alma mater would have been to lose to Cal.
Right.
That would have been a bad look for your alma mater.
Right.
Instead, he has one of the best comebacks in school history. Not a great that's a great look for your alma mater.
I think we get so caught up in having hot takes, and it's not necessary.
Yeah,
it's not necessary every time. You don't have to be the guy with the sly remark and the hot take. You are there to try to help people understand football.
Yeah, I expect that from like Danny Cannell. No offense, Danny.
I don't think Danny would have did that.
I'm like, I expect a Seminole or like Tim Tebow to come out and say that. I don't expect a Kane to say that.
I expect somebody like Stephen A. or somebody like Skip Bayless or somebody like what's his name on Fox, like those guys. But another player, I think even if they had a problem with it, the way they would have handled it would have been far different than the way Orlando handled it.
We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
Previously.
Tobin and Leroy.
Heavens to Betsy.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program.
I remember that one. You got me.
What did I do?
You were
Check
very,
history.
very, very annoying on that day.
I don't feel like I was.
You never feel that you are, but then you do the smirk, and then I get even madder because I know you got me.
I don't remember why we were talking about offensive lines. Do we want to draft an offensive line? Are you sure it was Robbie?
No, it was you and Robbie wanting to draft. Who's the guy that ended up in Indy? The guard.
Oh man,
Penei Sewell. He's not.
Penei Sewell.
Oh, in Detroit. Yeah.
Sorry, Detroit. So, and I was like, you can draft one stud, but it doesn't matter. It's how these guys work together. And if you look at the successful lines in the NFL, they've all had a couple of years together. And they probably have some guys who aren't very good on the offensive line. But because they work well together, they make it work. So the problem with whenever you see a problem at offensive line, it's usually because you've had a bunch of different lineups recently, not because you have a bunch of bad players. And that's the thing you have to get over, pointing one guy out. They are probably the closest knit, most closely knit group on the team because they work together unlike any other unit. So that's the most important thing is consistency, not pointing out one guy.
Let's get to headlines here. Brought to you by Doral Kia. At Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia models in inventory like the Sportage, the Sorento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, great deals are at Doral Kia. Panthers, they received their Stanley Cup rings yesterday. The champs, they open up their season tonight against the Boston Bruins. And they will get going tonight, 8 o'clock from Amerant Bank Arena. You could hear that game 104.3 FM, The Shark. You get that crystal clear signal tonight. Or you can listen, of course, on your Odyssey app. Hate the Bruins. They did, by the way, finish their drama. They did sign Jeremy Swayman. There was a big contract standoff, Leroy, this offseason with the Bruins and their goalie. So we'll say, I believe it was 8 years, $66 million, I think he got.
He got the Bob deal.
Less than the Bob deal.
No, Bob got
7 for 70.
Oh, okay, yeah, he did.
So,
well, one guy's champion. So
one guy's a champion. Yeah. The Bob. Do you have the picture, JFig, of Bob last night? Bob with Chucky and Barkov. That picture made me happy. Yeah, look at our guy there with his ring.
Whoa,
look at him.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
Photoshopped.
Why they in suits?
Why were they in suits?
Yeah.
They had a whole gala last night.
Oh, everybody just wasn't invited.
Well, yeah, they were supposed to have it at the arena, and I don't know if they were going to do it on the ice or what, but they ended up just doing it at the practice facility that we went to.
Yeah.
And they just did it privately.
You think?
Which is, look, it would have been
better
cool.
hurry up and do it because it's going to flood down there.
Yeah, for sure. But look at our guy Bob with his ring. Awesome. Love him. Champion. Sergei Bobrovsky. Matthew Tkachuk. He is a champion as well, and he was happy with the new rings. He says the best piece of jewelry he's ever seen.
It's incredible. I've never seen a piece of jewelry like this in my entire life, and
I unfortunately can't keep the Stanley Cup, on my possession at all times, but this will remind me of that each and every day, and it's incredible.
So you're saying you're going to wear that everywhere you go?
I don't know about that, but we'll definitely be wearing it tonight.
Man,
I think, like, when I'm telling you, I've seen pretty much all the rings on my friends and stuff, because they want to rub it in my face.
Sorry, man.
Anderson. That is probably one of the best put together rings that I've seen.
Yeah.
As far as how tight the diamonds are together, the colors, the detail inside the ring, the rat, the final little tut. It is awesome. That's unbelievable. What a beautiful ring. The cat does it.
Oh,
right? The cat in front with the Panthers.
Yep.
That
it's beautiful.
It is.
I like that it's in the shape of the shield too, like their logo.
The shape of the shield.
It's cool. It's cool. Like you're usually like kind of a round off, but that's a cool look for a ring. It looks like a superhero logo.
Whoever designed that ring knew what the hell they were doing, because it's one of a kind. It's awesome.
Here's a little bit more of Chucky. He says they did an incredible job with the deets of the ring.
I think it's just like the gold, the size, like the logo, like the sparkle of it. And then before we watched the video, like I obviously went over the ring by myself just to see what was all in there, and so many cool things that are on there. Like the inside, how it shows the series, and then the rat, and just has the palm trees here, and the incredible logo over here. It's got the alternate and the 19 with the state of Florida. It's just everything that they did was for a specific reason, and absolutely incredible. And I will say it was the best kept secret in town. We had no idea what was on it or what to expect, so they did an incredible job.
How about that? No leaks. No leaks.
It wasn't going to leak.
We were trying to get it out of play games. We were trying to get it out of someone.
No one knew.
They didn't see it. I'm telling you, here's the deal. The organization makes it a big deal because when they give the players the ring, they want to see their, surprise and shock and awe. So nobody in the facility sees the ring.
The Panthers, by the way, this is really cool. The Panthers announced this morning, for the first time in franchise history, they have sold out of season tickets.
All you got to do is win the Stanley Cup.
That's all you got to do, dude. There you go.
He's galore.
New York Jets, we're all laughing at them this morning. They have fired Robert Saleh. I have a statement from owner Woody Johnson. He says, I do whatever Aaron tells me to do. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's what it says. This morning, I informed Robert Saleh that he will no longer serve as the head coach of the Jets. I thanked him for his hard work these past 3.5 years and wished him and his family well moving forward. This was not an easy decision, but we are not where we should be given our expectations, and I believe now is the best time for us to move in a different direction. Jeff Ulbrich will serve as the interim head coach for the remainder of the season. He is a tough coach who has the respect of the coaches and players on this team. Jeez. I believe he, along with our coaches on this staff, can get the most out of our talented team and attain the goals we established this offseason.
Can I just say this? Woody. Dear Woody. You're falling for it, bro.
Yep.
You have fallen for the Aaron Rodgers. You see him playing football, okay? You see that he's 40. You see that there are times he gets up limping. Yet, you think that the reason you're not where you should be is because of Robert Saleh? I'm just saying, they will do anything to not admit that we gave a 40 or $100 million. That's where this is. And again, Tom Brady is the anomaly in this. Please stop thinking your guy can do that. You understand? Everybody thinks, oh, but he's only 39 or 40. Okay. How old was Dan Marino when he retired?
Ooh.
I want to say, 35?
Dan Marino's last season, he was 38.
38. And what did that look like?
It looked like 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions.
Right. So, like, again, the medical field has increased leaps and bounds. But guess what hasn't? The human body. And 40 is always going to be 40. And so for people to think, I'm not even saying that he can't play. But what I am saying is if you think you're going to get Aaron Rodgers from 5 years ago or even 3 years ago, that thing, listen, that stuff sneaks up on you quick.
Yep.
And I'm telling you because I lived it.
Oof.
I was feeling great. And then I wasn't. And I couldn't do nothing to shake it. That's when you know. So y'all go ahead on and believe this nonsense. All we need is a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers save us. 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers off of Achilles, come save us. And you get what you get.
Matthew McNicholas says, Leroy, Bill Belichick will be the next head coach of the Jets, I bet.
No. Y'all don't remember what happened to Bill Belichick. Let me give you a little refresher. So when Bill Belichick left Cleveland, he went to the Jets with Bill Parcells. Was it Bill Parcells?
Yes.
Bill Parcells. Okay. And the only reason why he went there, because he was going to be the heir apparent. Fast forward, Bill Parcells went to New England. They made Bill Belichick the head coach. He said, no, thank you. The Patriots had to give up draft picks to get Bill Belichick to New England. And I'm more
Didn't
than
he quit
sure.
on a napkin?
Huh?
Didn't he quit on a napkin?
No, I don't know how he quit, but he quit. I don't know what y'all doing. Didn't Pat Riley leave by fax?
Sure did.
Yeah, so what is it with New York?
I don't know. We got to get.
He put, I resign as HC of the NYJ. Wow, dude.
So, but here's the deal. So, I know petty people, and I know New Yorkers to carry a grudge to their grave. That ain't happening. He'd be more inclined to coach the Giants because he loves the Giants.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yes. So he'd be more inclined, but not the Jets. No chance.
Take a break. More to come here on the show. Went to the Heat Arena last night. Saw some improvements there.
Some nice picks, dude. I like. Yeah, it was nice.
Man, game changer with how that arena looks now. That new scoreboard is sick, Leroy.
Yeah?
It looks good.
Goosies galore.
Talked to our boy Michael McCullough yesterday. He gave me the breakdown of it. We'll tell you about
that's the cool thing. Mike always gonna break it down for us, right?
Yeah, and then he brings in experts to break it down even more. He brought in the tech guys. He brought in the vision. So we'll bring you some of that. The scrimmage was cool last night. They're honoring Pat Riley. So lots to get into with the Heat as well. Dolphins. We'll hear from Mike McDaniel. A lot of words from my old coach Mike. Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560
And Linux.
WQAM. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Basemen and Dover law firm? YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE.
Just looking over Leroy Doppler. And it is mostly cloudy with some on and off rain.
It's gonna rain.
Yep. And you're going to start feeling a little more breeze. We're going to get some bands here tonight and tomorrow. Everybody, be careful. I still haven't figured out why the hell everybody is buying up all the toilet paper and paper towels every time we go through something. But that's okay. You want a little trick?
I do
Get
like
some
tricks.
freezer bags, fill them up with water,
That
and
sounds
put them in
cold.
your freezer.
Oh, for water.
Right? No, for ice. You keep things cool. If you have a cooler, fill them up with ice. Get you some water. Get you a couple of cases of water. Get some, if you have propane tanks, you'll be able to cook your food. So make sure your propane tanks are full. Right? And that should give you a few days to make if you don't have electricity.
Great
And be
advice,
safe.
Leroy.
Be safe. Don't be out there acting crazy. No, be safe. And if you have a patio, move all your stuff in. Last thing I need is somebody's lawn furniture blowing in my backyard. Just saying.
Yep. Well said, Leroy. And hopefully everybody can get through this nice and
yeah.
safe.
Because the thing about this is everybody called me from my hometown and from all over the country. Y'all all right? Y'all evacuating? I'm like, where are we going to evacuate to? It takes 8 hours to get out of Florida.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, if you're on the other side of the state, you definitely should get the hell out of there. Like
well, yeah, but keep in mind, Tampa and Orlando and those areas are only 4 hours, 3.5 hours. You're out of the state.
Yep. So as we know, one of the great results this weekend was Alabama losing to Vandy.
Oh,
which means Paul Feinbaum's show was going to be a mess yesterday. Would you like to hear?
Bow!
Yeah. Would you like to hear?
He got to be fired.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
All right. This was from the Paul Feinbaum show yesterday after Alabama lost to Vanderbilt.
Paul, I'm in sports hell, brother. I'm in sports hell. I never thought I would utter these words. Vandy is my daddy. Can you believe that? Vandy is my daddy. Do you hear that, Coach DeBoer? That don't piss you off, dude. It pisses me off. It pisses me off, Coach DeBoer. You've been here 4 weeks and you already lost to Vandy. Strike friggin' one, dude. Strike friggin' one. You better wake the hell up and realize where you at, because we don't play that down here, brother. You might get away with that in Washington, but down here in Alabama, we don't play that. We'll send a U-Haul to your ass if you lose to South Carolina. The honeymoon's over. Wake the hell up. You know what this is equivalent to?
What's that?
This is equivalent to coming home and finding your wife in bed with the neighbor. This is what this is equivalent to, Paul. And
No, it is not.
Me and K-Dub both agree. You could never trust her again. You might stay with her for the kids' sake, but you could never trust the woman again. And the same thing's true with Coach DeBoer. You can win a natty. We can't trust your ass now. You just proved that you can beat the best and lose to the worst in a 2-week friggin' period. You don't lose to Vanderbilt. That's the ugliest little sister on the block. You don't lose to Vanderbilt. You just don't friggin' do it, dude. You just sat there all day and got abused by Vandy. By friggin' Vandy, dude. It is friggin' pathetic.
Wow.
Hey, hey. The worst thing is he started off calm.
Yeah.
And he just kept pissing himself off even more and more. Vandy! He kept saying it. You lost to Vandy!
He sounds like he's had a really bad weekend.
Strike one.
Yeah,
At least he gets 2 more strikes still.
Yeah, I guess it's nice.
I don't know, but he also said can't be trusted ever again.
Even if they win the Natty, he'll only think about DeBoer sleeping with his neighbor.
Sleeping with Vandy. The ugly sister.
The ugliest sister. Damn. All right.
Hey,
Wow.
can we? I say this to you all the time. So
Yep.
that no matter who you are, you can have one of them days where no matter what you do, it's wrong.
Yeah.
And you get away with it a little more in college. But if you watch any of that game, Vanderbilt looked better.
Right. I mean, it's one of those.
Like, so
I thought the Canes were headed for one of those days.
right.
That's what I thought.
Vandy looked better. As much as you don't want to hear it, they played a hell of a football game. And as long as there's sports, these things can happen. So if you think it's not supposed to happen to you, you'd be foolish.
Vandy is my daddy.
Yeah.
Paul. Hey. Worse than the time I found the missus with my neighbor. I stayed, Paul. The game was on.
For the kids.
For the kids. And by the kids, I, of course, mean my kid, Saban. Bear.
Amazing. It's also amazing that Paul Feinbaum can do a whole show and not talk.
Paul Feinbaum's going to be, he's just
let
like,
the fans go.
Paul Feinbaum cracks his knuckles. He sits in that giant swivel chair and he goes, easy work today, boys. Easy work today. Don't have to say a word.
Vandy is my daddy.
We'll take a break. Appropriately, the damage is done, my friend, is next. right. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend. I'll go first. As you know, the big news today, Robert Saleh, Jets head coach, has been let go. We all kind of thought it was an inevitability. Usually this is something maybe done on the bye week. They got the Bills coming up this week. But you know, he is out. It definitely seemed frosty between him and Aaron Rodgers.
Of his own doing, by the way.
Sure. Agreed. But this comes out from Jordan Schultz. He is Fox Sports NFL insider. And he says, sources, Robert Saleh came into the building today, business as usual. The decision getting him fired was a surprise. It came directly from ownership. Defensive players in the building are shocked by it. And then he adds on to this, which, believe what you will, Robert Saleh's relationship with Aaron Rodgers was not fractured, despite speculation, according to multiple sources. The two were getting along. The firing of Robert Saleh was carried out solely by Woody Johnson this morning.
If I may.
I got to tell you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
The damage is done, my friend. You can put out all the sauces you want, Jordan. Ain't buying it, dude.
We saw their friction.
He shoved him.
Essentially.
He tried to hug him. He shoved him.
Trying to hug him, dude. Yeah, it's rough. Good luck explaining that one.
Yep.
You got this, buddy.
What's your damage, Leroy?
So it's a weird one, but I just want to tell a story.
Okay.
I was in Publix.
Oh, here we go.
And I was on the toilet paper aisle. And I don't know why I wanted to buy toilet paper, but everybody was buying it. So I figured I'd go get me a couple just in case, even though we got damn near garage full of toilet paper. So there was 4 left. This lady goes and wants to put all 4 of them in her basket. I say, geez, that's a lot of butts to be wiped, right? She said, I'm preparing for it. I'm like, ma'am, the hurricane ain't going to be here for a month. And if you have no running water, I say, you know what? Never mind. Just do you. Oh, would you like me to give you a couple of these?
How many did she have?
4 big giant things of toilet paper. She didn't need it. She was buying it because she had access to it.
People get into hoarding.
And so she goes, oh, would you like me to give you 2? I said, no, I'll just come poop in your yard. And
you said that to her?
Yeah. I was just fed up, dude. I was just fed up.
Leroy, you can't
say you're going to poop in someone's yard.
Why not?
You can't say that.
I'm not going to do it.
I understand, but even
by my house.
And
since when does losing electricity mean you can't use the bathroom? I'll wait. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid.
People do get into hoarding when a disaster strikes. I don't know why.
I get the water, right? I get all this stuff like that. But I don't get the toilet paper and paper towels. COVID hit. Everybody gets the toilet paper and like, what are we doing?
Hand sanitizer.
Right. I get the hand sanitizer. I got that. I understood that with COVID. But why toilet paper and paper towels?
Crazy, dude. What do you got, Marcos?
So if you see a black guy pooping in somebody's front yard, it's not me.
Just happens to be a coincidence for sure.
Coincidence.
My damage is done. Goes, unfortunately, to my grandmother.
What?
Grams?
Damage.
Grams?
Frogboy's been coming for the old lately.
Yeah.
Listen,
wait, why are we torching Grams?
These hands are rated E. These are E forever. Old Graham, loving grandma, love her in Orlando, lives in Orlando currently.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get her out of there.
Trying to get her out of there in the trajectory of the storm. And she refuses to leave. unless a few stipulations of hers are met.
Oh, she's giving not the storm. The storm's not a stipulation.
No. She must be within 5 miles of her home. She is refusing assistance from family members, including my brother, who has hurricane-proof windows and a 5-bedroom house. Cannot stay with my aunt, who is currently in Canada. Great time to get out the country, I'll tell you. And now instead has decided to ride out the storm in her home, saying that her 60-year-old neighbor will be the one to take care of her. Now, of course, this wasn't something that we initially wanted and had an easier exit plan for her, but we tried to, cater to her wishes and look up a hotel. And this is where it comes into play. A hotel that my mother was ready to book for $75 a night.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle and my grandmother say, no, you could get that same hotel online for about $65 a night.
Quibbling.
So,
I mean, you're going to get fees and whatnot.
Exactly. So she says, fine, I'll do it your way. By the time they get to the phone, every hotel in Orlando is now sold out.
Of course.
Dude, unless you'd like to spend $600.
You ever wonder if the hotels are in on it?
Oh, they're in on it, dude. They're totally, because I was staying at a hotel like that, and trust me, dude, there was not.
Can I ask a judgment-free question? That's a ridiculous question on this show. I know you guys are going to judge me. Do we really trust hurricane-proof windows? Because I got some now.
No, you know what they're for, right?
Nah.
They're hurricane-proof windows are like your car window, your front car window.
Uh-huh.
It just cracks. It doesn't shatter. And
so you should still put up shutters, yeah? Like, not for this. This is going to be tropical storm. But I'm saying, like, if a real hurricane was to come.
You don't have to.
But, like.
They're fortified pretty good.
All right. Because I don't know. I mean, I'm taking their word for it.
I got one worse for you. So when Katrina was coming, we wanted to get my grandmother out of the ninth ward.
Yeah.
Right? Say, Grandma, you got to get out. No, I don't. I was here for Camille and Betsy, the two roughest hurricanes to ever come through here. You know how we got out of New Orleans?
Wow.
I said this to her. Grandma, who's going to get your big ass on the roof? Because you got picked up by helicopter the last time those storms hit. She goes, I'm packing right now, baby. But guess what? She packed for a weekend.
Yep. Yeah.
And her house got washed 2 blocks away.
Jeez. Look at that. They got you.
So
left.
she never went back. So, be careful out there. Everybody who think they just going to ride it out. Here's what you can't control. You can't control the damage of the storm. They can give you the winds. They can give you the rain amounts. They can give you which way the wind's going to be blowing. But you can't control all of the things that happen within these storms. So be safe. Be safe. You got to get grandma out of there, dude.
Dave South says it well, Frog Boy, where he says the old don't like change.
No, they don't. They think if they back in 1955, if they made it through a storm back then, they can make it through one now.
I don't know. Look, she says the bars on her windows are good enough to be shutters. And the same thing. If I've been here for 60 years, I'm not going to leave now.
The bars, it also stops you from escaping.
It's a death trap, dude. It is an absolute death trap. And Graham is like, nah, I got this. I'm cool. So
y'all need to go and have a coup and just drag her up out of there.
I'm gonna have the chloroform.
Maybe you could trick her. Could the uncle pack a bag and you guys be like, hey, we're going to Golden Corral. The old love Golden Corral.
We're gonna have to hit her with the okey doke or something.
You got to.
She's not moving, man. She's not.
I tell you what, the old also do. They get mad as hell.
Yeah.
She gonna be mad that you inconvenience her by making her leave her house. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Everybody, we turn on the TV and hear all these hard-headed people.
They're watching their stories. They go out.
Right.
I think someone just suggested I wrap her in a blanket and toss her out or something.
Play hide and seek with her?
We need grandma alive, dude. What are you doing?
I'm gonna kidnap my own grandma. Order a hit on my grandma, but just keep her alive, all right? Keep her alive.
But no, that's like you sometimes, and listen, sometimes as a family member, you got to make those tough decisions. Y'all just got to go over there and get her.
Yeah.
Come on.
Damage is done, my friend.
You can get in the car your way, or you can get in the car my way, but you getting in this car. And usually they'll say, all right, but I'm going to be mad.
Got to put her in a Kimura.
Sexy Sauce says, I thought Golden Corral went bankrupt. Did it?
Did it? No more Golden Corral, huh?
Cracker Barrel, the old love Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. Let me tell you something. Oh, no, because Golden Corral is where that Ichiban is now.
Oh no.
Dude, you know the one that you've been to with Marcos?
Yeah, okay. No, it said it filed for bankruptcy, but apparently pulled off a comeback.
Hey, it happens.
There you go.
Hey, it happens.
We did it, baby.
It happens.
I've seen crazier comebacks. You heard that, Cal? Sorry.
Oh man! All right, we'll take a break. Fun activity last night at the Heat game. The Heat red, white, and pink game. They got some changes to the arena. Bam! He was having a damn 3-point contest out there yesterday, and they get their preseason going tonight. So we'll get into a little bit as your Miami Heat start some action up tonight. Back after this.
Short.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel there. Let's get to our headlines here. Brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory like the Sportage, the Sorrento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Panthers, they open up their season tonight against the Boston Bruins. Tonight, the champs are back at it. 7 o'clock is your puck drop from Amerant Bank Arena. That is on 104.3 The Shark. So you guys can listen to that there. Heat, they start preseason action tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock there, and you can hear that here on 56 WQAM.
How do they do preseason basketball or preseason hockey versus football? Do they seem like they play?
They play, and then they'll stop playing by like the fourth quarter, usually.
Right, but they
Sometimes
still
even in the second
they're trying
half.
to build up to playing a full game.
Yeah. They'll do like, I imagine Jimmy didn't play at all last preseason, but he didn't play a lot at all.
He didn't play a lot during the season either. So
Yeah, he played yesterday in the scrimmage a little. Didn't score any points, but he played a little.
So, and how is it in hockey?
Hockey is weird because hockey does like split squads. They play a lot of young guys. They have a lot of guys up from camp, so they'll do some games to warm it up. They'll split the games between Bob and Knight, so a little action, baby, a little bit.
But they're all
And
getting
they'll wrap
back
it
and
up.
build into the season.
Right. There's no playing and then starting to play.
Right.
Except for Jimmy last
See where
year.
I'm getting here? See where I'm going?
So tonight, I would imagine you're going to get a little looky-loo. Now, I know everybody kind of rolled their eyes last night. You showed up for the red, white, and pink game, and immediately you hear Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez, out, groin injury. And they're like, I think Spo's like, I could already see the headlines now. It's like, well, you can understand. He said nothing to worry about. So we'll see tonight.
They always say nothing to worry about, and then a month later, the guy's playing his first game.
A month later, the guy's got a foam neck holder to keep himself going.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So I don't know. But last night it looked very much like the starting lineup they rolled out yesterday was Jimmy, Bam, Nico, Terry, and then they put Alec Burks in what I imagine is going to be Tyler's spot. So Nico looks like, I would guess he's got the inside track to get that starting fifth spot. There's been some questions about it, what competitions are here in the middle of camp. But it was fun. It was fun yesterday. Bam was lighting it up from 3 yesterday.
Oh, you got all fuzzy. You got all warm and fuzzy.
He was hitting. I think he hit 5 from downtown yesterday. 5 from downtown yesterday from Bam Adebayo.
How many did he take?
11.
Oh, that's good.
11. He hit, I think, 5.
Lead the damn league.
He hit 5 out of the last. I think he hit 5 of his first 6, and then he missed. He bricked his last 4. But he was,
real though. It wasn't like spot up. Sometimes a big man takes a 3, he's wide open, or whatever case. No, this looked like.
There's no defense being played, but no, he was shooting them things up. He was getting it going. He was letting it loose with the.
I like those uniforms
with the scrimmage.
I like the red.
The red, yeah.
And I like the white on red with the pink.
Oh, double
fancy pass by Terry.
Oh, you see that though? That was a quick release on that one.
Yeah. Well, he was definitely, one thing that was noticeable about Bam yesterday, boots on the ground. During warmups, he's even in his warmups, he's added different 3-point shots that he's doing. So he's doing a lot of stuff off movement and things like. He's not just doing spot up threes as the warmup. So Spo said he's shown he's capable. He's ready to. He said yesterday he's ready to step right into the system and shoot him. And so I think there's really something to Spo really trusting him now. And we talked to him a little bit about that.
They're bringing Kalel off the bench.
Kalel did come in off the bench. He came in off the bench. Nico lighting it up from downtown there. Kalel looked good.
This team, and I said this when we were interviewing guys. When we interviewed Jack, in the course of 6 months, this team got big.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'll tell you about that Kalel where. Tall.
Wow.
Well,
good call.
No, I'm just saying.
Way to go, Captain Obvious.
No, I'm just.
See any flashes from him though? Did you see some stuff you liked? Ooh, off the backboard. Yeah.
Skilled.
Nice.
Pella Larson, great hair.
Great hair. Really, I saw that bouncing just now. It was very flowy.
Yep.
I'll give him credit for that.
Great Pella Larson hair.
You see anything impressive out of number 9?
He had the best game. I think Pella Larson had the best performance in the scrimmage yesterday. He led him in scoring. He was everywhere. He was making every shot, every cut. He made the only defensive play of the scrimmage where he took a charge and
got to stay true to who I am, baby.
Exactly. Pella Larson was awesome yesterday.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Who was it would be who do we have that the non-intangible took a lot of charges? Dookie.
Lowry was the kid.
Lowry took a lot of charges, but so did
PJ.
No, not PJ.
UD.
No,
Battier.
Yeah, Battier was great.
Battier was in there.
That's the name of his foundation. Take charge.
It's not take a charge.
Well, I know, but it's up.
Come on. Yeah. That was some slack.
-1 for nitpicking.
Whoa, now we
-1.
Wait, now we nitpicking, and you laugh, Frog Boy. But last time I recall, the slightest slip on the work, no, we just go. So I mean, that had to be so demoralizing to me, right?
I don't know why I read this guy's. I don't know why I read this.
Nope.
I don't know why I read this guy's comment in Tony Romo voice, but ooh, bam, corner 3, league's in trouble, Jim.
What about number 12? You see anything cool out of number 12?
Yeah, saw some great assists from Drew Smith. He had a nice basket off the glass.
You don't even call him by his name no more. He's number 12.
Great assist there by Drew Smith.
He did have a great assist. I don't like what you're doing to Drew Smith.
I'm gonna tell you like this. The Heat really like Drew Smith.
Spo loves him.
Spo loves him. And so from that standpoint, I'm a ride with Spo.
Can I tell you something I saw yesterday?
What?
I didn't get video of it, but Spo's little kid, his son.
Yeah.
This kid's got the handles been and one mixtape guy. What? Like, oh my God, look at this kid. How old is like going behind the back? I'm like, he's not even the size of the ball.
Okay.
It was incredible.
Spo's probably got him. We're not gonna be tall. So we got to do all the intangible things. Ball handling, shoot the 3.
Kid was handling like Kyrie in kindergarten. It was incredible. I was very, very impressed. I was like, what is
he like 6
Will
or
we
something?
say that Kyrie has the best handles in the league?
Not anymore. Little Spo.
But I would say, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Nice.
Probably. It's definitely fun. I'd say Terry's got great handles. It's fun watching him go up the court.
He does. But he has that thing that we only saw once, where he can get hot and just make everything.
The Heat also announced yesterday that they are honoring Pat Riley. They are naming the court after him. I got this for our video audience here. This courtesy of the Miami Heat. They put a little montage together, and then here is Mickey Ayerson surprising Pat, giving him the news.
Miami Heat are going to be champions of the basketball.
I think the fortunes of the team dramatically changed when Pat came aboard.
It was clear that the Heat were determined to make a statement about who they were.
I believe that we could go down and change the culture and we could turn it quick.
Don't back up, run to it.
All of a sudden, the Miami Heat had something it never had before. It had an identity.
He immediately made us relevant.
Wait. Oh, puts the ball behind the alley-oop, and a jab body shot.
We're going to play with a lot of pride. I think you're going to take great pride in watching us play.
Pat, we're entering our 30th season. Nick and I have been talking about what would be the best way to commemorate really the tremendous effect you've had on our organization, the Miami Heat and the city of Miami. We came up with the idea of naming the court after you. I hope you enjoy it.
Are you kidding me?
That looks great.
And we got the logo.
enjoy it. It's going to be there forever.
That wasn't the goal, but I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Mick.
Damn, dude.
Man.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
It's hot in here.
Galore.
Jeez.
I think we need to go to break.
Wow.
Hey, if Pat Riley could cry, damn it, I could cry.
Damn, dude.
So,
Wow.
Woo.
Wow.
Earned it, dude. Earned it. Absolutely earned it.
Oh my God. Pat Riley court at the Kaseya Center. Man. Whew.
And no matter who purchases, whether it's AAA, Kaseya, that fake Bitcoin, like it'll always be Pat Riley court, man. It's amazing.
I like the autograph thing next to it too. That's cool.
Yeah, that is good.
That's like, because I think they said in the statement the only other guy who has this is Red Auerbach in the league. I think in college, I know Coach K has it, I think.
Don't they have it Wooden?
Yeah, John Wooden. Like
John Wooden.
That's a really cool. Like, look, I know maybe people were talking about Pat Riley statue being the court named after. That's
it is. Now that you think about it, a lot of people have statues.
Yep.
But to name a field or a court after you, right? It can't be missed. If you watch and Heat basketball, it cannot be missed.
That's good, man.
That's
great
good.
job by Mickey.
And
he got him too.
The way they put it. Ooh, did you see him?
They got him too.
Got him to a theater or something like that.
They're like, hey, what's this? Yeah, Heat TV's got a little montage here. Something, Pat. I don't know. Can you do this? 30 years with the Heat. Awesome. Pat Riley's definitely changed the game down here.
Well deserved.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, definitely deserved. And
he is
really
the one
great
person
job.
down here. If he gets in front of a mic, the room's full.
Yep. No, he gets
absolutely
the whole contingent.
Right.
Speak. Pat Riley speaking.
I don't care where they are.
Yeah, they'll show up.
That room is full.
They'll ask divisive questions. And
I didn't ask divisive questions.
Yeah, you
don't
did.
say that. I asked divisive questions. I didn't do that. I didn't ask divisive questions.
You're a part of his history. I want you to know.
What do you mean I'm part of his history?
Asterisk. We'll always remember, dude.
Dude, somebody said Pat thought he was going to see Inside Out too. The Kansas court is named after Naismith.
Ooh.
Oh.
But yeah, that's more of a college thing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool that the Heat are doing that. Really, really great job by Mickey in his.
That's what I said, Dr. Zabagi. Go to break.
Tell you, man, it got dusty. It got dusty in here after that video. Wow.
Woo. Oh hey, the delivery caught me off guard. Right? Yep.
Well
done.
Good job. Miami Heat. Yeah.
Damn, don't it make you just want to give Pat Riley a hug? Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't do it though. Doesn't do hugs.
Do you feel like I was wondering this? Did you feel like? Do you think they know it's his last season? Like, do you think they're doing it for a particular reason? I mean, 30 is obviously a big anniversary. But he's turning 80. Like, do you think that there's any hint that maybe he's done after this?
I think that sometimes you should be celebrated before the end.
Yeah.
And show your real appreciation rather than after it's done. So I don't know if this is his last year.
No.
But if it's even being discussed, you want to honor him in some way beforehand.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting with every we're here at Pat Riley Court in the Kaseya Center.
Yep.
Right? Jack's Jackson gonna
yeah, I can hear Jackson Eric now already.
Yep.
From the P. Wow. Look at that. Amazing.
No, dude.
Why'd you make it weird?
From the P.
You gotta -1 for ruining a
Thanks
-1
for ruining like a tear jerk moment.
Oh,
you just made it weird, Pat Flylee.
Yeah. I tell you what, that is also true. David Jones. Miami Heat world-class organization from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, definitely. We'll show you.
We may have complained about some of the moves they made, but we have never questioned the way and the manner in which they do things.
Definitely.
Ever.
We'll take a break, flip things on over to your Miami Dolphins. Mike McDaniel, some thoughts after getting off the canvas and getting a win. Back with more after this.
I'm about to get off the can instead.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We got to get to 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored, brought to you by the Lexus RX, the luxury SUV for those who never want to lose their edge. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Well, I had to bring out the allergy medicine, because my allergies were acting up last segment.
Because Pat Riley cried.
Man, that was tough.
Yeah.
It happened. I cried when I watched it last night. Once again, that was rough.
Yep. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful
Very
thing.
beautiful. Very
was everybody in the arena like all
We're
sad?
entering our 30th season. Nick and I have been talking about what would be the best way to commemorate really the tremendous effect you've had on our organization, the Miami Heat and the city of Miami. We came up with the idea of naming the court after you. I hope you enjoy it.
Are you kidding me?
That looks great.
And we got the logo.
They did
Enjoy
this
it.
before
It's
the
gonna be
game?
there forever.
They
That
announced
wasn't
before
the
the game.
goal, but I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Rick.
It hits every time.
Yeah,
Wow.
They announced
Man.
before the game yesterday.
So when they went out there, was it on the floor or did it?
No, it's getting unveiled on opening night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Getting unveiled against the Orlando Magic on October 23rd. So
Pat really had no idea. It's pretty hard to sneak one by.
The way that he choked up. And
Yep.
he was just like he had no words to tell Mickey.
Right.
It's probably like, what are we doing today, Mickey? We proving some new uniforms? He goes, yeah. That's what we're doing. Sucker. Got him.
More like sucker punched.
It was beautiful. Mike McDaniel, we'll flip back over to the Dolphins. We'll get back into the Heat. We still got to talk about their new additions at the arena, which are going to make it awesome. But Mike McDaniel reflecting on the Miami Dolphins win over the Patriots. And Mike McDaniel, McCoach, and saying he thought that they made it close only because they kept making mistakes. Here was the Dolphins head coach.
Absolutely going into the game with no non-negotiably needing to win it. We felt that way as a team, and we were able to do that. However, after the game, you're feeling like, wow, this game was really close, and it felt like we did more. Even giving credit to your opponents at all times, we did more to put ourselves in the situation for it to be a final drive game than the opponent. And both things can be true. You can be satisfied with the result. You can understand that the result, I'm not sure if we would have won this game. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have won this game 3 weeks ago. We needed all the stuff to go on to occur to kind of grow into being able to win a messy game like this. However, there are certain things we will never feel good about our football unless we clean up, errant snaps over somebody's head, missed snap on a field goal, a blocked punt, a explosive run touchdown. Those things, procedural stuff. We can control those things.
Okay. I have been listening with my Mike McDaniel translator.
Oh,
and let me see if I can break it down.
What did it spit out?
I'll give you the cliff notes of what he said.
Please.
When you run for 180 yards, you're supposed to win a game hands down.
Yep.
That means you're controlling the clock. You're controlling the game. You have everything working in your favor and you're dominating the line of scrimmage. However, when you have a punt blocked, a missed field goal, a ball snapped 20 feet over somebody's head, you're actually keeping the other team in it. Not to mention all the penalties. Now, it's easy to sit and sulk about that. But we still won the game, and we still know there's a lot of things we got to correct. Like things that shouldn't, at this point, we should not be correcting. Like you should not have to go to a center and have him do extra work because he snapped a punt.
Yeah. I also don't feel like you need that to happen or any mistakes happened 3 weeks ago.
Well, I would say this. The reason why he said that is based on where they were. Anytime something went bad, it went all the way bad. They couldn't stop it. Right? And when you look at those games previously, they couldn't run the ball, they couldn't throw the ball, they couldn't do anything. So this game, they could at least do something. They could run the football.
Yeah, but is that based on opponent, or is that because they actually clean things up?
It doesn't.
Because you could argue, but you could look back 3 weeks. You could look back to the Seattle game, and you had those same opportunities. Like usually a game where you're winning the turnover margin like they did in that game is usually a game you're going to win, and they didn't pull it out. But is that because Seattle's better than them, or have they really improved?
A bit of both. A bit of both. He's probably also telling them, guys, if this is not the New England Patriots, we lose this game.
Probably.
And we have no business even being in a position where, because I promise you, any NFL team you play, if you rush for 180 yards, 90% of the times you're going to win the football game.
I just miss offense.
So for the fact that you run for that many yards and the game's close, means you got some other things that like you need to evaluate. And that's the whole, basically what the conversation was, is that I'm looking at these numbers and the game shouldn't have been close when you dominate the line of scrimmage like that.
I know. It's just like this guy, this long-winded little rascal, he was supposed to fix at least the entertainment factor. We were having fun, baby. Hey, and now I feel like I'm in the Philbin era again. I don't want to be in the Philbin era.
But it's football.
I like it, dude. I want more fun.
It's football. I tell you this all the time. In 2001, the Baltimore Ravens went 5 weeks without scoring an offensive touchdown. They ended up winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, I saw Jet Up today, and they were saying, should we be concerned about the Chiefs offense being 5-0? I gave the TV middle fingers.
Right. That's my point. Like, when are we, like, this is the NFL or this is college. Now all that matters, and the great thing about the playoff and what is done for college football is this. It's all about winning. It's not about style points. So at the end of the year, if you're 11-1 or 12-1 or whatever, that'll get you in. And you don't have to worry about it. You're going to have a chance at the national championship. It's not, strength of schedule and this and that and whatever. If you're in a major conference and you only have one loss, you are getting into the playoff. So, like, it's good that we've gotten away from all this style points or whatever. Guess what? Everybody who's talking about, well, our team can't do this or our team can't do that, or look how bad and look at what Patrick Mahomes is doing or whatever, they're undefeated. Who cares? Like, yeah, what would the Dolphins do for 2 more wins? I don't care if they only score 15 points a game. Like, yeah, you got to get wins the way you can. The other stuff, you have to hope that the team is working on it and it'll get fixed. But until then, try to win games.
Listen to Harlan last night on the way home. Oh, I miss Harlan, dude. They're going to stick us with Mark Sanchez the rest of the year.
We deserve it, dude.
We made our own bed. Here's more of Mike McDaniel. He says they have to fix things they can control and play better the rest of the year.
There's a lot of things you can't control in this league. There's certain things you can. The way we started off today was talking about all of those things that we can control with absolute certainty. That's our job to get cleaned up. And all the while understanding that it is a badge of honor that we found a way to win that game relative to, the just how we've found success in the past. To win a grimy game that isn't perfect is a step in the right direction. Now, how do we take control over the controllables? That's the most important thing for us moving forward, building upon the growth of the team. But we have a long ways to go and some time to do it. So we'll keep chopping wood every day.
What?
Oh, man. Don't even get me started on Chop. Jeez. Oh, God.
Hey, can I just explain something about Chop Robinson?
Yeah.
Chop Robinson is being Chop Robinson. Chop Robinson is not doing anything different than he did when he was in college. They said the same things. Man, he gets off the ball, he gets around the quarterback, but he never gets the quarterback. So why are you mad at Chop Robinson?
Because he's playing two-hand touch with the quarterback.
Again.
God, you're such a bastard.
Again, why are you mad at him? When he left college, that's what everybody said about him.
On the good side, listen, on the good side of things, first of all, he's a rookie. He's 5 games into his year, Marcos.
Right.
On the other good side, I'd say who's been awesome this year, to be honest with you. Agba.
Yep.
That's true.
Agba was like right up. He was just hanging, lying in the weeds. He goes, they'll call back.
Yeah.
That was the highest paid player on the team 2 years ago.
It was Fang's fault that he was phased out of the defense.
They'll want me back. They'll want me back. They always want Agba back. He's getting interceptions. He's wreaking havoc. Doing good things, man. Doing good things. You want to control the controllables, whatever the hell that means. Did he really wear that win as a badge of honor?
Nah.
Listen, like coaches love winning ugly games from the standpoint of you can go in on Monday after a win and get on your players pretty hard.
Man.
Right. And so, yeah, look, you know when it'll mysteriously get better? When all the players start returning.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Especially the quarterback.
Eichenberg should be handed a badge of dishonor.
I like that. We have today's game balls, and then we have our badges of dishonor, everybody. I'll tell you what a badge of dishonor is. A poor performance in the bedroom, dude.
Whoa!
That is a badge of dishonor. But you want to control the controllables. What if I told you don't have to sit here and have no course of action? That's why you want to try Blue Chew. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now you can chew it and do it. And it's online. So, right? So you got no doctor's visits, no pharmacy visits. Just ships right to your door in a discreet package, which is, I think, what the Dolphins are going to be working on for this next game. Plus, got a special deal for our listeners out there. You guys can try Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code SHOWPONY at checkout. Use the promo code SHOWPONY at checkout. You're paying just $5 for shipping, but you are getting your first month of Blue Chew for free. All when you use the promo code
SHOWPONY
at checkout. So go to BlueChew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. You're getting that first month of Blue Chew for free. Whether you're married, you're looking to spice things up, single, trying to impress somebody new, Blue Chew is for you. BlueChew.com. BlueChew.com.
Feel that chat now. Yeah. Shonda Paul.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. You guys can listen to us on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. We are available for you there. It is that time of the day where we reluctantly hand the reins over to Frog Boy. You know, you never know what he's gonna do. But much like a frog is a weird-ass lizard in the water, it's mixed up. It doesn't know if it's a reptile or a fish.
They don't have tails.
That's why we are part of the mixed bag. What do you got for us today, Froggy?
Lovely intro, guys. Lovely.
You're welcome.
All righty then. Tobin, who is this mixed bag brought to you by?
Brought to you by Blue Chew.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right.
I just made that.
That's good. We have for quite some time enjoyed the luxury of Woj bombs.
Yeah.
To get all of our news, to find out who is going where. That was our source until most recently the biggest Woj bomb of all dropped, and that the man we respect and love was stepping down.
Love is a strong word.
Loved. Wait. How responsible was he for us not getting Dame?
Very.
Hate him. Thank God he's gone. And now who's going to replace him? None other than Shams. Woj recently on the Jim Rome show claimed to be happy for his replacement, but you tell me how sincere this sounds to you.
Listen, Shams texted me after I announced my retirement, and you know what I told him is what I would say today, that I hope he has as fulfilling and as rewarding of a career as I've had, and I certainly wish that for him. And he's right about the incredible group of colleagues that he's going to find at ESPN, the best of the best, incredible reporters, on-air talent. And so, you know, for me, that was always the best part of working at ESPN, where the colleagues who elevate you, you're around the best of the best. And that was true on the NBA. And then that was true being around Schefter and Thamel and Passon and those guys. So wish him the best. And he's got a great team around him at ESPN. I miss those guys already, but I'm still talking to those guys a lot.
All right, there you go. Woj.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it.
We know the truth.
He hates Shams. Shams was his little finger, you know, took all his tricks and plotted against him.
The problem is that for so long he was one of one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now more people are in the mix.
I think the thing I'm only happy about with ESPN is I'm glad that, and you know, no disrespect, but I was like reading some of the things coming out that they were going to make Schefter their NBA insider and Jeff Passan their NBA insider. I'm like, dude, stop the nonsense. Just go hire Shams. You know you want to. Yeah. And so they did. And, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, this is a McAfee creation because he hated Woj and Woj hated McAfee. And so then they went and got Shams because it's the McAfee ESPN station now.
Why did McAfee hate
Woj?
Woj, yeah.
I don't know. There's he had Shams on before he was on ESPN, and there was the beef that went on between Shams and Woj, and he's like, I'm gonna keep having Shams on. You guys can kiss my ass. And apparently that rubbed Woj the wrong way. They say Woj is a bit of a power. I don't know what the word is. Power hungry in the background.
But the problem is he was one of one, so he could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a lot of people, you know, eating at that table.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing Shams on ESPN nonstop now. They're going to work him to the bone.
Yeah, totally upset me. As a fellow insider, I applied for the job. It didn't go well.
I thought you were an NFL insider.
Yeah, well, I mean, they wanted Schefter, so you know what, ESPN, you take what you can get. And they can get Shams, so clearly they made the right choice.
All right. What else you got in the mixed bag?
I got something that is going to be near and dear to Leroy, although I feel like he may have a positive outlook in comparison to this man. Are you familiar with none other than Yankees first baseman Anthony Rizzo?
Yeah. Isn't he from down here?
He is from Apopka.
Apopka.
No, I made that up.
Coral Springs.
From Parkland.
It just says
Parkland.
It says Fort Lauderdale.
Parkland, Coral Springs.
He is from Land O'Lakes, if I'm not mistaken. He is apparently a diehard Cleveland Browns fan. And according to his most recent tweets, this is what he had to say in regards to the Browns. Shades of 1-32 on this team. So, as you know, the Browns suffered that record over a couple of years, and it seems to him that this team has reached that same low. He's upset with them. This is what Tony Rizzo had to say.
I'm talking to everybody in the building this morning. Everybody. You, Paul.
Hold on.
You.
Hold on. Yeah. You think this is Yankees first baseman Anthony Rizzo?
No, this is
Tony.
Hey, dummy.
Yeah.
This is a radio host in Cleveland that has the same name.
That makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
That makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
So you deserve another -1? How much have you had in 2 days?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. You better take the step back from the We just gonna let him get away with that. Because this whopper you just pulled, erases all of that.
This is strange though. If I Google Tony Rizzo, he's the one who shows up.
What are you doing, dude? You think that in the middle of the postseason, you think that Anthony Rizzo's got time for Cleveland Browns takes?
Why not, dude? Why not?
And he's from Parkland?
Apopka.
He's not from
Okay. No. I said Apopka and I said Land O'Lakes as jokes. But this Tony Rizzo, also from Fort Lauderdale. You said he was from Parkland. So
he is from Parkland.
Things were I'm saying it lined up. I thought I was talking about the same Tony. Well, you know what? Tony Rizzo, ESPN. You know what? These Tonys need to change their damn name. How about that? Tony Rizzo 2. Because
the first baseman calls himself Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah, so I've never heard anybody call him Tony Rizzo.
Well, okay, so then who should I blame? Google? I'm not taking this. I'm bringing someone down with.
How about don't play sound from somebody you don't know who it is?
Now play the sound, and I want you to think. Does this sound like a Yankees?
Yeah, that's like immediately out of the game. I'm like,
old.
Guess I should probably listen to these before I play them, right? Anthony Rizzo, not the first baseman from the New York Yankees. Probably a fat guy on ESPN radio.
He's not fat.
Probably a fat guy on ESPN radio. Mad at the Browns.
You, Jimmy.
I just tell you, you were digging
you,
yourself
Andrew, and of course, Kev.
He sounds big.
All of you. It's you ruined a season. You ruined it. Wow. The tinkering, the constant analytics of this and that, it's not working, man. It's not working. As a fan, I want you to know I'm done. Week 6, done. I didn't want to watch your product. You could be the worst team in football right now. You could be. If not, you're right there at the bottom of it all. And why? To prove a point about a trade? Come on, man. Who's making the decisions over there? You had the 10th best offense in the league last year, and you had to blow it up. Why? Because Flacco looked good and your guy didn't? Who cares? Who's keeping score? The score is on the scoreboard.
So the scoreboard is keeping score. I don't know. I think he should be focused on the playoffs right now, but
he's
nonetheless.
He's hurt. He can't focus on the playoffs, but
can I tell you, Marcos?
Upset at the Browns, dude.
You are trying to wiggle your way out of this.
Yeah.
The jaws of life. You have stepped in it, my friend.
If anything, he just made all of this part of the brand of the show. No information is ever
with a word here and there.
Know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
What did Guardians first baseman Mike Francesa have to say?
Michael Francesa.
Oh my goodness.
Different, dude. It's a different guy.
Oh my God,
Leroy, are you as upset as the Yankees first baseman? Or do you think they can still wait this out?
To some extent, but you know, at the time there were a lot of teams that wanted Deshaun Watson, and you ponied up the couple of extra million to get him. I'm not mad at that, but I just think sometimes you try so hard for your guy to be the reason why you win instead of just winning football games that you actually make it worse. This team was a gritty, run the football, control the line of scrimmage type of team. And they haven't been that since Nick Chubb got hurt. And they've tried to do a lot of the things that the Dolphins do with that outside run. Now, you don't know what your quarterback is going to be, but the worst thing you could do is put him in 2nd and 13. And so doing all this running and all this trying to kind of trickery instead of just playing physical football, which you've done for the last few years, is kind of, that's what he means about why we, trying to make it more complicated than it actually is. So, I don't think they're the worst, but I do think that it may be time to say that they made a poor investment on a player, because even if he turns it around and they have a great year this year, you still didn't get your money's worth.
We gotta, like, that train's left the building, dude. He ain't turning it around.
Dang.
He's not. Like, I don't even think that's a controversial thing to say. Like,
We
this,
could already say
I
that,
can't
man.
listen.
Worst contract ever.
You know how. See, and that's the thing, though.
it's not like you haven't been patient. I understand that he's had things that have gone against him, but he's also had some things that he's shot himself in the foot. This guy has not been good at football in quite some time. It's not a controversial thing to say. It'd be more surprising that he did turn it around. Way more surprising at this point than it would be that he continues to suck. No way. Like you like that's hoping for like a unicorn. Like it's really like it's not happening, dude.
Listen, I can't say nothing, about it. I mean, I'm saying nothing about. I can't dispute anything you're saying, because the reality of it is that's where it is.
Yeah.
Right. And if I'm gonna be honest about what I think of Aaron Rodgers, I kind of have to do the same thing for Deshaun Watson.
And
right?
of course, Frog Boy's got to be honest with knowing who the hell he's playing on the show.
Oh, God forbid I confuse Tony Rizzo for Tony Rizzo. My God,
nobody calls him Tony Rizzo.
You confuse Tony Rizzo with Anthony Rizzo.
Same thing. It's
not the same thing.
It's not the
One
same
has
thing.
never been called Tony.
You don't know that.
Yes,
You
I
don't
do.
know what he's called in his
We
first
all
name.
do.
Anthony.
I thought you were being cute calling him Tony.
Man, no, I just
But nobody's ever called him Tony.
People call him Tony.
Marcos was trying to be cute.
I'm sure, like, maybe his friends call him Tony.
Exactly.
But professionally,
But
nobody calls him that.
Can I ask you a question? Marcos, can I ask you a question?
A real T Rizzo.
Like, at what point, while listening to this, did you realize that, wait, this is a radio show host,
Yeah. Immediately as he pressed
not a
play.
guy just commenting on a team?
Well, let me take you through the steps. I was like, this guy is way too focused on Browns football to be in the playoffs right now. But then once I moved past that, I was like, hey, none of my business. You support football. You support football way better than that boring old baseball. Then as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, oh, this guy does radio. Radio host. Also not big.
Was he doing a radio when you were playing, Leroy? How long has that guy been doing radio?
He was around when I was doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, much larger than old Anthony.
He had a brand change. Give us one more. Hopefully with the right identity of somebody.
One of the Tkachuk brothers is excited to play hockey tonight. And I believe it is Matthew. He says he is ready to start the season against none other than those boo-hoo baby Bruins.
Yeah, I think so. I think that they, last year looking at it, they were our toughest out probably. Like, they're an incredible team. They play so hard. It was a really tight series, physical. And for us to go through them, that took a lot out of us. So I wouldn't say it's fitting that we're playing them, but I don't know. I guess it's another way of reflecting on that's probably the best team we played last year. So, I guess it is fitting that we're playing them first. But sure, it should be a good one tomorrow night.
Matthew, you have
Looking forward to it.
Question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They beat them 4-2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could the toughest series you have not be the one that went to Game 7?
I think that what he means by that though is
the way they play.
The way they play. It was a very physical series. They did go up, they did go up 3-1. I remember, Paul Maurice ripped him on the bench and, gave him the old talking to with the bad words. And in the Edmonton series, I think remember those 3 losses. Like, that wasn't them, dude. And I think that's what he probably means. Is like, I think he means Boston was able to beat them at their best, and I think Edmonton kind of caught them mentally slipping a little bit. And McDavid had a couple of great games, but even though it was higher stakes and it went to a Game 7, I don't think that they played their best hockey. And even Game 6, I think they felt really like they should have won that game, and they weren't able to pull it out. So I think that's why he gives Boston the nod there. And plus, they just hate their guts.
Part of me wishes that was Brady, just to.
If it was Brady.
Is it? I'm nervous now.
How do you tell for Brady? Like, you're Brady, you're happy for your brother, but
you had to know within hearing 5 seconds of that wasn't a baseball player.
I just wanted to go,
Way less.
You should have.
I wanted to, but I wasn't. I'm like,
you guys were just so shocked, man.
Yes, that would have been perfect. If and you just no, what do you do?
That is
take a break. Final hour coming on up. Back after this.
We'll take a
Got you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let us get to our headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. Choose from over 500 new Kia models in inventory like the Sportage, Sorento, and Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Panthers, they open up the season tonight against the Boston Bruins. Puck drops at 7 o'clock from Amerant Bank Arena. And you can listen to that game right here on 104.3 FM, The Shark, and on the Odyssey app. So check the Cats out over there at 7 o'clock right here on 560 WQAM. You got the Heat's preseason opener against the Charlotte Hornets, 5:45 preheat. Solana and Tommy Tig will have that for you. Great seeing everybody yesterday, seeing Tommy, I see Solana all the time, seeing Tommy Tig, seeing Jack, seeing Amy Audibert, the whole crew, everybody at the Heat. The arena looks awesome, by the way. New scoreboard looks fantastic. I mean, wow, they did good.
You got pictures?
Yeah, I'll show. I got a little thing here for everybody. You can see there the giant fireball screens.
I love that it changes colors.
Yep, it changes colors. It was pink yesterday for the red, white, and pink game, but it's going to be red. It goes during the anthem. It can turn into red, white, and blue. They could do all kinds of tricks with it. And then
is that not the Sphere? Is that not? Weren't you just complaining that the Sphere is a glorified IMAX and it's just a sphere inside of a scoreboard?
You dummy. There's an actual
I don't
game
think
going
you
on.
can compare this.
Yeah, this is why he's stupid and plays people he thinks are first basemen that are radio hosts.
Right.
You know, an actual game's going on in front of you, dum.
Yeah, that's great. It's the same exact thing, but because
it looks like a basketball too. Look at the little. Looks like leather.
It's completely different. But listen to Hocus Pocus over here try and make his boxing -1.
Oh, -1 for that? Yeah. God forbid I try to catch you on your same take. Oh, it's just a Sphere IMAX. The Heat do the same thing. Put it behind
It's in real life. I mean, like, you can see the screens under there. And also it's a much improved viewing experience. If you had to go to every game at the Sphere after watching something, if you had to watch a basketball game there for 41 games, be a lot different. Wouldn't be Frog Boy, but you want to be dazzled because a band is playing and look, there's a meadow.
By the way, Frog Boy.
Yeah.
You should maybe take a break.
Yeah.
Right? Because that whopper that you pulled earlier, that you need to probably go in the cone of silence for a minute.
All right, that's fair, but I have.
You're trying to put the stink on me just because you went out here thinking that Tony Rizzo, longtime Cleveland radio host, plays first base for the Yankees.
Well, I don't know
that.
I don't know what his background is in baseball, but I do need to know more or less what you think the difference is between this and the Sphere in Vegas. It's the same thing, dude. If you're
I don't think you compare this, Marcos.
Except for the basketball game.
It's a ball
Except
with a TV.
Huh?
It's a ball with a TV on it. That's what both of these things are.
Giant
it's a
TVs. Giant, like the ones that are on the inside. Those are the inside TVs. That's how small they used to be. Now look how big they are.
So now you're not impressed by this, Marcos?
No, he's not.
Are you not amazed by this, Marcos?
I am very amazed.
Hey, don't bring my
no. That's a good point, Jennifer.
No, don't try to get the stigma.
Hey, good,
Jennifer.
I am just as
focus
as Leroy.
Marcos, you ruined this whole tour. Okay, I was excited to see this video, and you just ruined it. You pooped the bed.
Are you not amazed?
And now he's lashing out.
Oh, I'm amazed, but I'm just saying, how can Tobin talk bad about the Sphere? And then like this, it's the same thing.
Because you're seeing actual things in real life, dude. Like the Sphere is all, it's imagination. I'm going to the movies.
They just improved our viewing experience, okay?
Yeah.
And you know what? I won't take away from that anymore. It is a beautiful addition for sure.
Not the Heat. Out of all people, not the Heat.
I'm not mad at the Heat. I'm just thinking Tobin needs to be a little bit more consistent with his
consistent
appreciation.
What am I being inconsistent about? One thing I'm seeing in real life with actual lighting for an actual event. The other one is hocus pocus on a screen. What don't you get? I don't understand. Like it's
hocus on the screen.
It's hocus pocus on a screen.
That's expensive because what? $3 billion?
Yeah. But no, not impressive. Not impressive enough for old Tobes.
What's not impressive?
By the way, I was proven wildly right. That's what everybody said about the Sphere with the UFC event too. It said wildly overrated.
Is that what they said?
That is what they said.
All right.
That is what they said.
I do appreciate what the Heat have done with the scoreboard. I think
sound like you do. Doesn't sound like you do.
Take away from it.
You're too busy. You're too busy doing a boxing for some reason.
I'm not boxing anyone. I'm just holding you accountable.
It's kind of hard to box somebody in. Well, while you boxing, you are crawling into a box.
All right. Listen here, Maury Povich. I've had enough of you.
No.
Listen to this guy.
Don't even get me started on old Oscar the Grouch on the bottom of the screen there. I mean, congratulations, you're not wearing a shirt today, Scoobs.
-1.
He's really still.
Wow.
He's like more comfortable.
Bad about you.
He's like,
bad about you.
he hurt my feelings.
He's not even going to look at you because
Look at this. See, Marcos, real life accented by new technology, not being dulled by just screens. Like all in life, we're dulled by screens, but if it could be an accenting piece, wow, that's actual real. That's something you can feel, you can touch. You're sitting here like a bump on a log, a curmudgeon.
Okay, you know what? I do agree with that.
You can feel and touch that, Tobin. What?
You can with your eyes, JFig.
Okay,
I don't like that.
Not true there, but I do agree in that sense where it's not the main focal point like the Sphere. It's
the thing you're gonna love though is it's gonna be theater lighting. So like I don't think I got video that really picked it up great, but it's gonna be like the lights are gonna be dimmed on everything but the court when the game is going on.
Ooh,
like that. I like that.
So it's going to be really cool, like a fight, like the UFC is, like when, and not that dopey Sphere card, but like when they just the crowd all focus on the game.
Pretty cool, pretty good.
They did good.
Nice.
I like it. I can't wait.
But thanks for ruining it, Frog Boy. I appreciate you. It's just thank you.
Some accountability. This show.
What is accountable?
Like accountable Tobes.
You literally played the worst soundbite mistake in the history of the show last segment, and you're talking about accountability?
I'm taking accountability for that. Are you?
I don't have anything to be accountable for.
It's the same thing, dude. It's a Sphere.
I don't think it is, dude. I don't think it is. I mean,
it's literally the same shape. It's literally the same shape.
Dude,
No,
I mean,
it's not.
do they call you Snack Reacher? Like, way to go after this take. Like, what is this?
Is that like Jack Reacher, but with like a Schmeeth and Schmolik?
That's right. You knew exactly what it was.
Fun of you in the Miami Heat office.
Don't act like you didn't know exactly what the joke was.
Wanted to confirm.
-1 for deflection.
No, I didn't deflect. I was acknowledging it.
-1.
A lot of -1s being handed out. Telling me I can touch it with my eyes. Ooh, look at me.
Dade South says it's
I
to hide the
literally
empty
fixed her
seats at
eyeball.
tip off. Oh, that hurts.
Wow.
That's messed up.
It hurts because it's true.
Traffic.
Well, I mean, traffic. What are we gonna do?
They did add like different seats too on the there's brand new seats in the lower bowl that can retract.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's great.
Maybe like a little. You can like go back on them. You can't. There's no like.
I'm talking about.
Wait, hey, whoa,
That'd be nice.
whoa.
Oh, seats that retract.
Do you?
That'd be nice. Oh, like
That's
theater.
not what that means.
Oh, I get it. You can have your popcorn, your soda. Just.
Are you trying to
That's
punish
not
us?
what retract. That's
No,
not.
no.
It's not reclining, jackass.
Yeah.
Retract means they can make room and back the seats up.
Nah, I know what he meant, and I get it. Good job.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, you can put your feet up.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. You know what you are? You right now are Aaron Rodgers, and you got Robert Saleh fired because you had a bad 3 interception performance last segment.
Yeah.
And so you're thinking, who can I take this out on? And you had an awful take. And then you're trying to be cute with little word plays. I'm on to you, Frog Boy.
All right. I think this is a typical case of old Tobes not taking accountability, but it's okay. I'll be the scapegoat.
I am accountable. I am accountable about everything. It's my fault.
They'll follow a lie with a lie.
You are sitting here and you're saying that this is the same as the Sphere take, and it's not.
It's like Tobin and Latino Tobin are talking.
It's literally
like a mirror.
It's like a mirror.
It's literally a sphere.
With ice
Let me
crunching
ask
in
you
the
something.
background.
Let me ask you something. Can I go in the fireball?
You can't go in the fireball, which makes it a little inferior. If you ask me.
Well, listen, Buxton.
Why?
Because it's not the same as the sphere. I would have to go inside the orb.
Can we stop using? Can we stop using Buxton as an argument ender?
It is though. He's sitting here and he's just being ridiculous.
Oh, I wonder where he gets that from.
I don't know.
Wow, you're not very aware.
There goes that accountability.
Here we go. I just want to tell you,
accountability, everyone.
Leroy,
This is the most ridiculous quibble.
let me just say something. Leroy, -1.
For what?
You fell for the hard count. You jumped offside. You fell exactly into his frog web that he was trying. That his frog web feet that he was trying to lure this entire time. That's exactly what I wanted. He wanted this segment to end in a Tobin Leroy quibble to get that stink off him. It's exactly what he wanted.
Leroy, I wouldn't take that if I were you personally.
You're tyrannical. That's what you are.
What?
He's tyrannical. He's a tyrant.
That's not a word.
Oh, it's a word, dude. It's a
I
word.
really don't think that's
Oh, it's a word.
Tyrannical?
I'm going to check as soon as I can figure out how the hell to spell it.
Serious. Oh, wait. How do you spell it?
T-Y.
No. How does Tobin spell it?
All right, now you guys need to apologize for questioning his grammar. Tobin, I believe you.
Exercising power in cruel or arbitrary way.
Thank you. Thank you. Give me my point.
Yeah, that's a point for Tobin. I agree. You guys should stop questioning his grammar.
See, he's evil.
What?
He's just like, you guys fell for it.
They were against you, bro. I mean, I know tyrannical's a word. You know tyrannical's a word. We're just, peas in a pod here. Tyrants.
I don't want to be in your pod.
That's two big ass peas.
-1.
Classic Leroy Ender with the fat shaming.
Y'all be stuck. Y'all, how big is your pod? 2-3 bedroom?
It's his stone cold stunner is the fat shaming. Take a break. Back after this.
WQ
Just checking in on Panthers chili peppers for the night.
Fleetwood Mac.
That's true. That is the band.
What are those chili peppers? You know?
Well, I'm looking at the player props. First goal scored tonight. They got first goals. Favorite, Matthew Tkachuk, plus 900, with Rhino at plus 900 as well. So those two are your favorites. Barkey at plus 1,000. Verhaeghe at plus 1,000. Sam Bennett plus 1,200.
Oh, Verhaeghe's still here? I thought you shipped him to Arizona.
Well, you know, we sat down with him.
And I forgot to let that tidbit out.
Yeah, but again, this is where you're a forgetter of facts. I sent him to Arizona contingent on whether or not he showed up in Game 7, which he did. So, ergo, no Yotes. Wow. Anyway, Carter Verhaeghe plus 1,000 for the first goal.
You are amazing.
Sam Bennett plus 1,200. Evan Rodriguez plus 1,300. Anton Lundell plus 1,600.
Oh.
And who do you think's getting the first goal tonight, Leroy?
To be honest with you, I would go down to that third line.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think the first couple of lines are going to be pretty physical, right? Because Boston,
we're getting a fight tonight. Yeah, like there's no doubt we're getting a fight.
You make a point. So I would say maybe Evan Rodriguez. That's the third line, or is he the fourth line?
He's on the second line with Tkachuk.
What's the next line? That's Anton Lundell. That crew. Who's that line? I would say somebody.
I got the lines for the night. Hold on one second. Here are your lines. Verhaeghe, Barkov, Reinhart. Neither of those are his name.
Okay.
Rodriguez, Sam Bennett, Tkachuk, Lusterrain, and Lundell. And this is new dude, Sam Skevich.
Oh, Skevich. Probably, right?
What's the other guys?
Lusterrain and Anton Lundell.
Skevich.
Baby Barkey.
Something tells me right now.
I was going to say, I think he's going to pick up where he left off.
You think Rhino right off the
He's the favorite at what, 900 or 1,000?
First goal plus 900. Now, if you want to just do goal props straight up for over-unders, over half a goal tonight for Rhino, plus 110. Verhaeghe, plus 130. Tkachuk, plus 145. Barkey, plus 175. Sam Bennett, he's 2-1. Evan Rodriguez, plus 275 to score a goal. Anton Lundell, plus 325.
Hockey doesn't do it for me.
Not enough. Not enough odds for you. Not enough.
No, it's just too hard.
Ekblad?
Oh,
Ekblad! Great. Plus 750 for an Ekblad goal tonight.
Coming off the best parade speech of all time. I don't know. Worth looking at.
And what did Paul Maurice say? Breathe out your what?
Breathe out your nose, not your bleep.
If you really
one of the greatest lines ever, because there ain't nobody who heard that line that didn't know what he was talking about.
I don't know. Can I combine some of these? Like, I know I can only pick one for the first score. I'm trying to add some value.
You can make multiple bets.
Oh no, but that doesn't add to my. I'm trying to what's the Julian Hill anytime touchdown here?
Probably Nico Mikola.
Oh yeah, I'll say
plus 1,000. Dmitry Kulikov plus 1,200, but
yeah,
I'm not going to explain.
Oh, okay, not comfortable throwing that, huh?
Well,
yeah,
Gus Forsling.
Gus
plus 650. Something, a little juice.
Yeah, I'll take.
You want to do a Bob shutout for plus 1,200 tonight?
Ooh, I would love a Bob shutout for 1,200. I would love that.
Right, they just got their rings.
Yeah. No, but he's focused. You can tell.
What's the over/under for the game?
Let's see. Game lines. Over/under 6.
Wow. 6. Wow.
I'd go over.
Panthers are the favorite tonight. Minus 160. Other goalie.
Nice. Do you feel the arena is going to be rocking tonight, or are people going to take precautions? Because
I think it's going to be rocking. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
They just said they just sold out season tickets. And by the way, nothing's going to be here till tomorrow. So no, I think it's going to be ridiculous tonight.
It's actually sunny here.
Debaucherous Panthers fan behavior tonight.
This is one of the, calm before the storm.
You know, they got, the Finns are on the bye week. You're going to have like Finns linemen there chugging beers on the Jumbotron. Yeah. What are you talking about? Like, it's going to be.
But would you be upset if you saw that?
That's the bye week.
So if you saw Liam Eichenberg shirtless.
Oh my goodness. You would definitely.
I mean, nobody would want Liam Eichenberg on a Jumbotron because they'd be like, why did they put a bum on the Jumbotron?
Wow.
But if Liam Eichenberg wants to chug a beer, it's his week off. I don't have any qualms with that. Like, go ahead.
Why did they have such a big deal when the Giants came down here and got on a boat?
That was before the playoffs, though, dude.
Still bye week.
Boat parade.
We'll see after the next game.
Yeah.
You think that you think with the way the season goes, JFig, where they've already been stinking up the joint, I'm gonna be upset because Raheem Mostert is on the Jumbotron chugging brewskis?
Yeah. No stops you before.
Mr. One Game Raheem Mostert, I'd be a little upset. I mean,
wow. You guys are tougher than I am. It sounds like you are. You're ready to pounce, JFig. It sounds like to me you're saying
it has been this lucky. I just know the way that you.
I gotta say it sounds like Leroy. Did you? JFig is hardened as a sports fan. She's basically saying keep your nose in the playbook. No Panthers games for the Dolphins.
With the deflections.
It's crazy. Wow. How am I deflection?
You got like that Captain America shield.
I just want to say something. Here's what's ridiculous about it. You asked me what my opinion would be of it. I give you my opinion. You don't believe me. I don't know why.
Because why? Through it.
Now, I will say the one person who should probably avoid the Panthers game tonight, if I'm honest, if I had to pick one Panther, one Dolphin who shouldn't be at the Panthers game and should be at a jugs machine.
Oh, God.
Jaylen Waddle.
Oh, of course.
But that's just, if he goes fine, if he goes fine.
And it's nighttime.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's his bye week and it's nighttime.
It's fine. I'm not gonna get crazy about it.
You already said it.
I'm gonna get, and also long snapper McGee. Oh, you might want to keep those fingers warm, dude. I wouldn't put him in an iced arena.
Oh my goodness, you're the worst. The worst.
Saw him taking accountability for that snap. Yeah,
right. Thinking it.
We weren't thinking that about
him. No, we're thinking.
What if he said all my other ones were good?
What if Mike McDaniel invites his friend Robert Saleh to the Panthers game tonight?
If I was Weaves, I wouldn't like that.
Why not?
Hey, I know what you're doing secretly.
You don't want a Robert Saleh, informant, like a little informant, like Fangs did for the Eagles a couple of years back.
Yeah, I'll take that actually. Like Flores with the Steelers.
Well, think about it like this. What if Anthony Weaver does a great job this year, right? I think he's done a fine job so far. He's gotten some head coaching interviews already. Don't you want a contingency plan for Weaves?
Wow.
Bring in Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh bring in as a consultant. And so if Weaves gets a head coaching gig next year, boom. You scoot Saleh right in there.
Well, he'll get a job. He'll definitely get a job. So I don't think it'll be here because I think Weave's doing a good job. It's kind of hard to evaluate guys when half of your team is injured.
Well, Jordan Boy, I mean, the old get injured. They should have seen that coming.
Rough.
Take a break. Final segment coming on up. Back after this.
This hour of Tobin
By the way, if anybody was planning on going to Whiskey Stars and Cigars tomorrow, don't. It's postponed. We'll give you a date to be determined. All right? So don't do that. Don't go. We want you to go, but, not now. Not tomorrow. Be safe. That's what I want you to be. Tonight, you cozy up. You get your Snuggie.
Yeah.
You have 2 screens going. Cats, Heat. Let's get this going. By the way, Leroy, did you see Spo yesterday? You see what he said about Jović, dude?
You don't really have to say nothing. He looks like he's a baller. He can put on some weight.
240, Spo said.
Wow.
Moose.
Serbian moose.
Moose.
That's interesting. How much did he weigh when he was drafted?
2
Because he did look bigger. He did look bigger, but still fit.
His rookie year, first half of his rookie year.
He was 19. So
he was 19 and he was kind of scrawny.
Yeah.
Then that year, he really they put him in a weight program after he got off the back injury and he started getting bigger. But nah, dude. When we saw him at media day, I was like,
he was swole.
I was like, geez.
Yeah. They had him listed in when he was drafted at 220. So
he was a little bigger than we thought.
Yeah, but it's 20 pounds of muscle that he's put on, so that's good.
Moose.
Big.
Oh, big. Galore. Tall.
Marcos looks thinner too. That's the angle, dog.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
So
If ever I have to wonder, Leroy's right there to let me know. Much appreciated.
I think you should call Leroy's superhero should be the Humbler. Oh man. As far as the Dolphins injuries are concerned, Davon Achan is in concussion protocol. Tua, he's meeting with experts this week. You think he asked the experts? What do you guys think about that Josh Allen hit, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, still nothing on him, huh? Still no backlash.
No, they said it was an ankle injury.
Okay. That's crazy.
At least Tua said it was the back the first time.
For sure. Ankle. Yeah,
backs are tricky.
My ankle hurts so much I just pass out on the ground.
Well, if you stub your baby toe, understandable.
Understandable, for sure.
Understandable.
Definitely.
But he was wearing shoes. So
Yeah.
you can't use that story.
Nope.
Javon Holland. He
I
broke his
guess
hand.
this was because his ankle was hurt.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yes.
He was pointing at his ankle. My ankle.
They're also saying today, from the Robert Saleh story, they escorted him out with security. Which
nothing says.
That's
nothing.
rough.
That's rough.
They didn't do it for Adam Gase.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Robert Saleh escorted
It's
out of the building.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess he was there for film. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they had a weird week because they got back from London. It was supposed to be Monday Night Football against the Bills. Not an ideal week to do it. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, short week.
When was their bye? Is their bye soon? Do we have any idea? Jets. Let's see. Schedule
12. That's right.
That's a while. I guess if you got to fire him, you got to fire him.
Yeah.
I can't pretend to like you for another month. It's a long time.
Okay.
Some of them didn't pretend to like him during the beginning.
That's fair.
Yeah. Last week of November, essentially, or second to last week, more or less. I don't know. You get it. Math.
Two. Let's see. Next 3 out of the next 4 games for the Jets are primetime games.
Oh.
Hosting the Bills Monday Night Football, at Pittsburgh Sunday Night Football, go to New England at 1:00, and then they host the Texans on Thursday Night Football in a short week on Halloween.
I don't know. Never a great time, but didn't seem like the best time.
I wonder what happened. I wonder what the final straw was.
I don't know, man. I think you're onto something with that London trip. You got a lot of time to sit and stew on a loss. So,
do you think he embarrassed Woody Johnson in front of
I
the
would
royal
say
family?
I think something happened between him and.
Yeah, I don't believe that Aaron Rodgers had nothing to do with it. There's no way. Like Woody Johnson goes to Aaron. He goes, "What happened, Aaron?" He goes, "The energy was off." The universe was speaking to us, and it said, leadership is thy issue. I spoke to the trees, and this is what they told me. Fire, Robert Saleh.
I know what my trees told him.
Hmm?
You're 40 and
You move like a tree.
that looked like it hurt.
Did he blame that injury on Robert Saleh?
I told you 40 was old. Now you agree with me.
You should have ran for vice president.
You could have hired Tom Brady's job. Shouldn't have gave none of that money back.
Very strong wind.
Remember when we all thought it was normal that you were going to be the Jeopardy host?
He was pretty good at that, I feel like.
Speak to the trees.
Your offensive line still can't block.
Stop crying about having Davante Adams. He's not coming here.
Because he knows you're old and suck.
We all know Nathaniel Hackett has naked pictures of you.
Whoa. Okay.
Vlad tried to steal them, and now we can't find him.
You think he's got dirt, and that's the only reason he's there?
Playing like this at 40, try Blue Chew. Promo code Show Pony.
It can't make your neck. It can't help you with your ankle, but you'll have fun.
And you won't have to have any of those weird conversations, even though you really like them. Whoosh, delivered right to your door in a discreet package.
He's like, what's that code again?
Show Pony what?
Show Pony.
How do you spell that?
Show.
And if you have any other questions, you could call Tony Rizzo.
Which is the right one, bro.
How are you?
Right.
The one with the 216 area code, not the one down the street.
How is Mike McDaniel not the weirdest guy in the AFC East? Because you're here.
Wow, look at
Look at
he literally looks like. Well, I would have said that he looks like he's like doing some serious like hedge funding, but then he comes out with the frappe.
How did you not see Van Ginkel with all that hair? Whoosh, the trees.
That hurts.
The trees have spoken.
Bangers and mash.
No, wait.
We're in London. We're in London.
We're in London. I wonder if Aaron Rodgers stretched.
Oh, he stretches the truth.
That truth looks real.
Don't worry, you can go whine to McAfee about it.
Who pays him a lot of money, by the way? A lot of money.
Aaron Rodgers getting a lot of money for a really, really below average product. Interviews and play.
It's very windy in New York.
Got a lot of busted up ankles.
Going up there?
Got a lot of busted up ankles in New York.
Yep.
But I'm gonna tell you what. If they tried to tell me it was his ankle like it was Tua's back, right?
I know what, dude. Ankle?
Huh?
Come on, you fell
Ankle.
flat.
He was on the ground like this. My ankles hurt. No, dude. No. Like you should have immediately been brought to the locker room. Not the blue tent. Just put him on a cart and take him to the locker room.
Man.
Smelling
All right.
salts. Nobody else got smelling salts when they went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
All right, everybody. That's our show for today. Go Panthers!
Yep.
And we'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.
Not looking forward to this. Are you familiar with none other than Yankees first baseman Anthony Rizzo. He is apparently a diehard Cleveland Browns fan. And he's upset with them. This is what Tony Rizzo had to say.
Talking to everybody in the building this morning. Everybody.
Hold on.
You, Paul.
Hold on.
You.
Hold on. You think this is Yankees first baseman
Anthony
Rizzo?
Oh, this is different Tony.
Hey, dummy.
Yeah.
This is a radio host in Cleveland that has the same name.
That makes sense.
Oh my
That makes sense. That makes sense.
What are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
You think that in the middle of the postseason, you think that Anthony Rizzo's got time for
Focus on
Cleveland
the Browns
takes?
Why not, dude? Why not?
And he's from Parkland?
A Popka.
Jaylen Waddle's on an 8-month touchdown fast. Jaylen Waddle going out there, fat pockets, no catches. Jaylen Waddle, product of Tua Tagovailoa, system receiver.
Hope you mother have a good day.